The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
The KHSAA Class 1A quarterfinal as we get set for what should be a fun battle. The Newport Wildcats, 8-4 on the season, taking on the number 4 ranked Kentucky Country Day Bearcats, who are 10-1 on the year. Hello and welcome here into Kentucky Country Day. Good grief, I'll get it right. Monahan Field, the Mo as it is known. Justin Kalen alongside Antoine Wordlow, and it's going to be a fun night of football. We know that. We've been here for several hours now. The rain may have something to do with it. The fog may have something to do with it, but we're expecting a fun one tonight.
Absolutely. Been looking forward to this game all week. I think we're in store for some extremely good football. Both teams play physical. They play a ground game, so we're going to see some old-school football tonight.
And they played a fantastic game a season ago in this same quarterfinal round, a 14-12 win for Kentucky Country Day. They're hoping to replicate that performance here tonight, but this is a Kentucky Country Day team that has been dominant over the years, and it starts with their head coach, Matt Jones.
Yes, Coach Jones, he's on the verge of becoming a legend. I know in some of our eyes he already is, but I think if he can get over the hump, get this team a championship, that's going to solidify him in the history books.
Yeah, well, it should be a fun one tonight. I know we're looking forward to it. Kickoff slated for 7:30. A little bit of a late arrival for Newport here tonight, so we were unable to catch up with their coach, so we'll talk about him here in our next segment. But first, let's get you tonight's weather forecast presented by HKC Roofing. For the best gutter guard on the market, call 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. And it's 56 right now. Doesn't feel too bad out there, but we did mention the fog and the light rain that we're expecting throughout this game. Do you see that impacting this game at all, Antoine?
Well, you know, earlier today when I saw the hard rain, I felt like it could be an issue tonight. But with both of these teams' style of play, when you like to run the ball the way they do, when you have people who can return kickoffs, pretty decent special teams, I just think it's going to be a hard-nosed game. I don't think the weather's going to be too much of an impact. It's not cold. It's not ice rain like I was telling you when I went state in 1993.
Sure.
We played in cold ice rain. So I think this is close to being perfect football weather for this time of the year.
Already slipping in a state champion reference. I love it. All right, we're going to slide away for our first break here. We'll come back on the other side. We'll take a deeper dive into this Newport team, take a look at Coach Paul Wiggins as well, see what he's bringing to the table in year number 2. All that coming up for you as we get set for the Class 1A quarterfinal here at Kentucky Country Day on Glycon.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Back here at the Mo, Kentucky Country Day, the site of tonight's 1A quarterfinal in the KHSAA tournament. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here with you. Typically this segment we would hear from a head coach in Paul Wiggins, who is in his second season at Newport, but a little bit of a late arrival, so we weren't able to speak to him, but we do want to take a look at what he brings to the table. 17-7 at Newport. He's in his 12th season overall. 84-50 is his record. 1986 Newport alum, so definitely probably a guy, Antoine, that takes pride in his coaching, especially at his alma mater.
Absolutely. On paper, this coach is amazing. He's got his team rolling. They're 17-7 in his second season, and I'm sure he's licking his chops to get his revenge back from that last year's loss.
Yeah.
So, and you know, coaches have different coaching styles. I know his team showed up a little closer to the kickoff and things of that nature, so maybe he's extremely focused. So I'm just looking forward to see this coaching battle tonight, too. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, long travel day for them as they had to make the 2-hour trek from up there in Newport. But this is a team that is rolling. 5-game winning streak coming into this one. They took care of Holy Cross Covington 18-3 last week, and that's a Holy Cross Covington team undefeated going into that game last week.
Yeah, and when I look at their record, I see 8-4, and I'm telling you, for an 8-4 team, it's got to be one of the better 4-loss teams that you're going to see for a 1A team. So again, KCD needs to be on their toes. Do not underestimate this team, and I think this is going to be a great one.
Yeah, looking forward to it. I know you are. I know I am. We've got Kevin Maldonado as our on-site producer tonight. Max Gorley is up on camera for us as we're set to bring you this 1A quarterfinal. Looking forward to it here tonight. We'll take a deeper dive into these teams on the other side of this break as we've got our inside look coming up for you, so stay tuned for that. You're watching the 1A KHSAA quarterfinals here on Glycod.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Justin Kalen, Antoine Wordlow back here with you on Glycod as we get set for this KHSAA 1A quarterfinal between the 8-4 Newport Wildcats and the 10-1 Kentucky Country Day Bearcats, and what should be a fun ball game. But we've got to get you your inside look, and inside look in tonight's game is presented by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor at Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com for more. All right, Antoine, let's start with Newport. Inside look on them coming into this one here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. For Newport, these are very important. I want to start off with control the clock, because if Newport does control the clock, Kentucky Country Day will. So they want to keep that offense off the field, control the pace of this game, give them an opportunity to put some points on the board. And also, the QB needs to play a solid game. Yeah. He's talented. I would like to see him put the ball in the air, see if he can make some dynamic plays and make something happen for Newport. And also the defense. The defense will be tested tonight. I mean, you got a team here that's capable of rushing 200 or 300 yards a night. You will be tested tonight. So their defense has a tall task. Yeah. So good luck, Newport.
Well, they've done a phenomenal job so far this season, only allowing 15.7 points per game. Good for third in all of 1A. How about for Kentucky Country Day? Inside look on the Bearcats coming into this one.
And, I think we can Kentucky Country Day, they just can be themselves. They like to run the ball. So I definitely want to start off, run the ball. Do what you do best. Put up 200-300 yards tonight. You got a good chance of winning this game. Also, you may want to implement some throwing, because I'm sure Newport prepared for a running attack. Maybe throw some little wrinkles in it with the passing game. Maybe try to catch them off guard. And also, be confident. Do not overlook Newport. This is one of the biggest mistakes I've seen teams make in the playoffs. You get a little beside yourself. You think you're this, you're that. You run into a team that's just as hungry, and then you get upset. So Kentucky Country Day must stay focused.
Yeah, you never know what can happen in a game like this. We're down to 8 teams in all of the states, so these teams are all pretty good coming into this game here tonight. So looking forward to this one. Should be a fun one, and we're ready to bring you that action here in, about 17 minutes will get us to our coin toss. But we've got to toss it to another break here, and I did get a chance to catch up with Kentucky Country Day head coach Matt Jones in the pregame here tonight. You'll hear that conversation next as we continue to get you set for 1A quarterfinal action here this evening on Glycod.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin & Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.semin.com. Semin & Realtors, always one step ahead.
your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Here at the Mo as we continue to get you set for 1A quarterfinal action this evening as it's Kentucky Country Day doing battle with the Newport Wildcats. Looking forward to what should be a fun battle. Justin Kalen back here with you, now joined by KCD head coach Matt Jones. Coach, wash, rinse, repeat for your squad. This is your, 9th trip out of 10 years into this quarterfinal round, 3rd straight quarterfinal. What's been the factor this season that really helped and led to the team's success as you all now sit at 10-1?
Well, our seniors are the key to our success. We started this year talking about a player-led team and what a player-led team would look like with 19 seniors on our roster, which is the most we've ever had in our school's history and probably the most we ever will have. So all the credit and everything that we've done this year goes to those guys and just their buy-in and their effort.
Well, you all have a nice mix of seniors, lower classmen. They all play. It seems like everybody's pretty well bought in. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, there's no doubt. The seniors make sure that the other guys are bought in. They're really showing them the way. Last year all these seniors started as juniors. They got a lot of experience under their belt. I'm just really excited about them in these last playoff games and the run.
Now, you all are number 3 in the state in 1A in scoring, 41.7. Newport, 3rd in the state defensively at 15.7 in all of 1A. What gives in this game tonight? What shines through?
Well, it's definitely strength on strength. And, Newport, they do a great job. Coach Heydrich is the defensive coordinator there. I've known him a few years. And, they did a really good job last year holding us to 14 points. Credit goes to them for doing that. And most people, we're able to get an answer somewhere in there with our offense. And last year against them, we had a hard time. They were physical. They were big up front. We expect the same. And I think it's really strength on strength. I think that's going to be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, you mentioned your all's 14 points. They only had 12, so that's a win. It should be another fun game here tonight. You're going for your 3rd straight semifinal appearance. How do you get it done here in this one?
Well, in the playoffs, it's more important to run the ball than ever. We got to run the ball. We got to stop the run. We got to play well on special teams, and then we got to limit mistakes. And all those things sound cliche, but I promise you, as we get into these later rounds, those are the things that win and lose the game. And those are the things we measure all year. Yeah. So when we meet every Sunday, first thing we look at is how many rushing yards do we have, how many did we give up, and then who won that turnover battle.
Any key players you're eyeing for them tonight?
Well, number 4, their offense goes through him. He's a good defensive player too. Kendall Buck Barber, senior physical player. Number 22 is a very good player for Newport. And the quarterback, number 21. It's an unusual number for a quarterback. I think of old Heath Schuler when he was at Tennessee. But he's a very athletic kid. He can run, he can throw. And, we'll have our hands full with him tonight.
And the health of the team pretty good coming into this one?
Yeah, I feel healthy. We got a couple of kids cleared this week. We're excited about guys that have played a lot of football for us that had been sitting out. So we're hoping those 3 guys coming back will benefit us.
All right, Coach. Well, appreciate you taking some time for us here in this pregame. I know you're a busy man. Best of luck tonight, and hopefully y'all bring it home.
Well, thank you. We always appreciate Glycod, and you guys being here means a ton to us to feature our program.
All right, we'll have more coming up for you on the other side as we continue to get you set for 1A quarterfinal action here on Glycod.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here at Kentucky Country Day, Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow, as we are just about 7 minutes away from our coin toss and opening kickoff. We've wrapped up the national anthem, and before we get into our storylines and strategies, we do want to give a huge thank you and shout out to Pinnacle Financial Partners for their support of KCD Athletics and Glycod. All right, Antoine, we got to get into some storylines. There's one that immediately comes to mind for me. It's got to be this condition of the field. It's been raining a majority of the day, several days earlier this week. Does that affect this game, and if so, how?
Well, you know, the elements, they always play some sort of a role in the game. But with KCD being such a great running team, I think this plays right into their hands. Because as a defender, you know, you have to react to the offensive player. So I think the defense has a lot more pressure on them when it comes to the weather. But, again, Newport has a great defense. So I just think this is a perfect match. Good offense against great defense, and we'll see who pulls it out.
Well, and not only the great defense for Newport, but also their running back, Kendall Buck Barber, who's ran for nearly 1,200 yards this season. We heard from Coach Jones. He's got a key on Buck Barber tonight. So Newport as well, with these field conditions, I would think would have some sort of advantage because they like to run the ball as well.
Absolutely, and Kendall may be the best player on the field at any given moment. Again, he's a 1,000-yard rusher this season, rushed what you said, over 2,000 yards his whole career?
Yeah,
career-wise. So he's an excellent talent, and I expect big things from him tonight.
And how about this storyline? We've made a lot of it here in this pregame, but KCD putting up 41.7 points per game, Newport allowing just 15.7. So, like Coach said, strength on strength, that's got to be a key for this game tonight, too.
Yeah, you know, I always grew up saying that, defense wins championships. Yep. So we're going to find out tonight. I'm also a believer that a solid offense wins championships as well. Yeah. Controlling the clock, rushing 200 or 300 yards a game. So I think Kentucky Country Day has all the tools to pull this game out tonight.
Yeah, should be a fun one as the fans line up in the end zone off to our left. to welcome out the players. I've never seen anything like that, Antoine. It's kind of cool that they invite the fans down on the field to create the tunnel.
Yes.
Neat environment.
Yes, and I've got a funny story about that. My son graduated here in 2023, and this was one of the better experiences. Was our first football game.
Okay.
We all stood out there, my whole family.
You went out there
Oh
too?
yes, I was right
Good for
there.
you.
It was actually way more people than what it is now. So that was actually one of our better experiences. This is just an amazing family environment, and it's going to be some good football tonight.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun as they start to dim the lights here at the Mo. Kentucky Country Day, the site of tonight's 1A quarterfinal. We're looking forward to it as we'll step aside for another break here. But first, let me remind you that this broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the expressed written permission of the KHSAA and Glycod are prohibited. We'll sneak in that break now, come back on the other side. We'll get you the coin toss as well as the opening kickoff. Stick with us for that. KHSAA 1A quarterfinal coming up for you here on Glycod.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, your premier metal recycling solution. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Interstate Batteries and Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday.
And back here, Kentucky Country Day, as we are just about set for the opening kickoff. We have wrapped up our coin toss, and it is going to be Newport winning the toss, and they defer to the second half. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wordlow back here alongside you. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer. Max Gorley on camera for us here this evening as we've got about 90 seconds left on our pregame clock. Kentucky Country Day about to run through that tunnel of their fans, and should be a fun game here tonight, Antoine. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and I personally think this game's going to be a little closer than what people are thinking.
Sure.
I just feel like it's the quarterfinals. You have two teams that are familiar with each other from last season, two great coaches.
Yep.
Man, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah, 14-12 was the score last season. Hopefully we get something similar to that this season. Should be a fun night, as I love the lights they do here, that they can dim them, they can turn them off. Remember back in your playing days when they turned them off, it was 45 minutes they were coming back
Absolutely. Back in the 90s when those lights went off, you better get out of the stadium.
Yep.
But again, Kentucky Country Day has put the work in. They are deserving of this. These athletes are living their best life, if you want to say that. So I think if you can add a state championship onto this, what a season.
Yeah.
What a season.
Yeah, they've never won state. They've gotten close, but they have never won it. Fell short in 2020 to Paintsville. Let's take a look at our officiating crew tonight. Our referee, Daryl Wilson. The umpire, Shane Stewart. Don Yaden is our head linesman. The line judge, Josh Ford. Dwight Engel will be our side judge. Field judge, Lauron Collier. And Shane Norris will be the back judge, as Both teams heading over to their sidelines. Actually, Newport already out on the field ready to kick this thing away. So they drove the 2 hours. They said, we're ready to go when we get here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's showtime. I mean, there's no reason to wait. It's going to be a kickoff.
All right, looking forward to this one as going back for Kentucky Country Day. That looks like Deion Davidson as well as Tyler Wilson. I meant to bring up Tyler Wilson. Heck of a game last week against Holy Cross. 8 carries, 202 yards, and tied the school record for 5 touchdowns. So he's definitely a guy to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And I will tell you what I have in my notes for him. Expect big plays from him running and receiving.
Well,
so pretty simple.
202 yards on 8 carries, I would say expect big plays,
absolutely.
No doubt. As he's going to scoop down and pick up the ball here. And look at this, big play right off the bat. As he's beyond the 50, good blocks in front of him, and he goes out of bounds right around the 35. So when you're KCD trying to win this game, heck of a start.
Absolutely. And for Tyler Wilson, we didn't talk a lot about special teams. I think that's a huge part. That's a great return to start this game off. It gives your team energy, and it's a great way to start off.
All right, now we'll see what they do offensively. As you see that haze on the field, they fired up the smoke machines when this Bearcat team came out, so they'll have to navigate through that, at least on this first possession. As out comes the offense for Kentucky Country Day. A little bit of a tricky offense to figure out. We'll see what they deploy here in the early going, as they're going to fake the handoff to Wilson and wrapped up in the backfield. Probably should have just given it to Wilson there. I think that would have been the better call.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great job at Newport on the read. It's difficult to find out who even has the ball with this type of offense. So that's a great read by Newport's defense to start this game off.
When I was talking with Coach Jones in the pregame tonight for Kentucky Country Day, he said last year was the first year they implemented this offense, and Newport kind of had the advantage in that game, but he's expecting tonight that the Bearcats will have more of an advantage with it.
Absolutely.
They line up again, same formation they just used. Noticed no wide receivers out wide. Not going to throw the ball a lot as they're going to run the ball up the middle again, and it is going to be stopped for a minimal gain. That was Parker Rudolph on the carry, who has had 816 yards and 12 touchdowns coming into this one.
And that was close to being a turnover. I mean, they almost ripped the ball out of his hand. So, again, Newport is showing up, playing some physical ball, which I think they're going to have to do to have any chance to win.
Yep. We talked about Buck Barber for Newport, but Parker Rudolph, also a guy that's ran for over 2,000 yards in his career, also 26 rushing touchdowns for his career, so watch out for him in that backfield as well. As he throws something over to the sideline, looked like some athletic tape, as now he's directly behind the quarterback. And we are going to get our first penalty of the game.
Illegal motion on the
Illegal motion is going to be the call.
And 18.
And it looks like there was going to be a pass, and we talked about that pregame.
Yeah.
You know, you may want to implement some, some passing into this game.
By the way, Caden Long, the quarterback for Kentucky Country Day this season, has thrown for over 700 yards, 14 touchdowns to just 1 interception. Doesn't throw it a lot like we mentioned, but he's really good with his legs as well. 42 carries, almost 200 yards, and 7 touchdowns. As he takes the snap here, a little bit more trickery as they're going to run it right up the middle. Nearly breaking that was McLean Cantley, but he's tackled down after a minimal gain.
I'll tell you what, so far Newport is doing very well with these reads, but just imagine keep pounding you with these reads all night.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to find a way to keep it up and stay up with KCD. Great job so far.
And Bearcats going to punt this one away. As Philip Popa comes out.
And the punt for the Bearcats, number 20, Philip Popa.
By the way, Popa, also their field goal kicker, very, very impressive. We talked about it in the pregame. 8 for 8 for field goals. He leads the state with those 8 field goals. As this one way up high, bouncing around the 23, and will land right around the 19.
Yeah, he's a great kicker.
Yeah.
Great kicker.
Now that Newport offense comes out for the first time tonight, and we'll get our first look at Kendall Buck Barber. He is really the straw that stirs the drink for this Newport team, but they've got a lot of really impressive players on the offensive side.
And if they can get him going, that will be huge because that will control the clock and that will keep Kentucky Country Day's offense off the field.
All right, so they're going to huddle right around the 5-yard line. As KCD only able to chew up 2 minutes, 20 seconds off of that clock on their first possession. See how they attack things here for the Wildcats. Again, making the long trek down here to Louisville tonight, as the first play of the game is going to be a carry for them. And that is not it is Kendall Buck-Barber.
Yep, that's Kendall Buck-Barber. He runs good and strong, too. If you notice, he didn't hit the ground. 2 or 3 people hit him, and he still was on his feet. So I think KCD has their hands full tonight with him.
Yeah. He's got that jersey bunched up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Couldn't tell if that was a 4 or not.
Yeah.
Fog's not helping either, as you see that setting over the field. Looks like the rain has dissipated, at least for the moment. We're expecting rain off and on throughout the entirety of this game. As again, back to take the snap. Again, it's going to be a handoff to Buck-Barber. This time he'll try the left side. And great defensive effort there as they hit him for a minimal gain, but then he keeps those legs churning. Good, easy to see the strength there.
Yes, he does. I see a flag, too.
A couple of them, yeah. Looks like it's going to be holding, and it is. First penalty of the game called against Newport.
I tell you, I'm a fan of backs that run hard like Buck-Barber does.
Sure.
Again, one person is not going to bring him down. So Kentucky Country Day has to really focus on him tonight.
Well, that's where the discipline of this defense has to come in. Coach Jones would tell you something similar. As back up to the line they come now, faced with a 2nd and 15. Jaden Conley, rather, the quarterback for Newport, as it's going to be another run here and another good pursuit by that KCD defensive unit.
What a way to start the game for Kentucky Country Day's defense. They're playing physical. They're showing Buck-Barber it's just not going to be an easy night. So, again, both teams came out focused on defense side of the ball. Let's see what the offenses can do.
Well, and I mentioned it in the pregame several times about the defense for Newport only allowing 15.7 points per game.
Yeah.
KCD's right there as well. They only allow 15.9, so we need to start giving that defensive unit more love.
Absolutely. 2 great defenses.
By the way, Kentucky Country Day winning games by an average of 25.8 points per game. That is good for 4th and all of 1A as a pass play here over to the left. That's going to be picked off, and he's going to have a free run to the end zone. And that's how you make your name known defensively.
Absolutely. It was just a poor pass. It was a pretty easy interception.
I believe that was Haney Sakara on the interception return, and we've got our first score of the evening.
Absolutely. He's a 6', 175 senior. Again, what a play from the defensive side of the ball. That's a great sign for Kentucky Country Day.
And I was a little surprised to see them throw that early in the game, but this KCD defense takes advantage of it.
Absolutely.
Mizuguchi in to attempt the extra point.
So Mizuguchi will come in to try to knock through the extra point. He has been lights out this season, kicking at 96%, 54 for 56. That's how you do it. The snap and holder clean. The ball goes so high up in the sky, we lost it in the fog, but it goes through, and it'll be a 7-0 lead for KCD. We'll sneak in a 30-second break here, come back on the other side with more right here on Glycod.
Blind direct, not just blind. Blind direct, not just blind.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, always one step ahead, and Lines Direct, your window decoration specialists.
Back here at the Mo, Kentucky Country Day. That's the site of tonight's 1A quarterfinal in the KHSAA playoffs. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here with you as it was a pick 6 for the defense of KCD to get them started. A great pick, great return, and a great start to this game.
Absolutely. And I think it's important for Newport to respond here because KCD does control the clock. So they don't have enough time to make a comeback with this style of offense that Kentucky Country Day runs. So I think it's important for Newport to respond here.
Yeah, we'll see how they do as they're going to send 2 guys way back to the goal line, as we were told here in the pregame. In all likelihood, this is going to be a touchback. Popa's really good at doing that this year.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch him play tonight, too.
Yeah.
Great kicker.
How often do you say that about a kicker?
Wow, I know.
And that is a boot, as it does indeed go into the end zone for the touchback. So Newport will begin drive number 2 at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
And, you know, Justin, kickers are so important. When I played for Louisville, we had a kicker by the name of David Akers. You know, he had ups and downs.
I've heard he's pretty good.
He's pretty good, pretty good. He had some bad days, but, man, he made up for it. So kickers are very important. In these playoffs, that leg will come in handy.
Yeah. He's a kicker. All right, 7:41 to play here in this first quarter. We'll see what Newport does here on this second drive. I mentioned their quarterback in that lap right before he threw that interception, but Jaden Conley has been really good this season.
Yep.
That was just his 3rd interception on the year to 9 touchdown passes.
Wow.
So when he has thrown, he's been pretty effective at doing so, but wasn't on that last drive. As Conley from the shotgun, he's going to turn around, flips this one off to Buck Barber, and once again keeps those legs churning and able to pick up a respectable amount of yardage.
Now, I know Barber is your workhorse, but at some point you're going to have to get someone else involved in the game. And I know one thing about football, the earlier you can get another player's confidence going, the better he'll be for you in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. And both of these teams really have a good bunch of guys that can carry the
Absolutely.
ball. So it's going to be interesting to see who they trot out there when they decide to go away from, if they decide to go away from them.
If.
We've played 5 minutes into this first quarter. Conley's got it. Again, going to hand it off, this time to the right-hand side. And good job getting into the backfield that time to drag him down.
I'm giving that to 33, I think.
Let me see who that was. I believe that was number 33, Eric Forney, who's came up with 30 tackles this season coming into this one tonight.
This Kentucky Country Day defense is down in right now. I'm telling you, this comes from great coaching and film work.
Yeah.
You know, they're ready to play tonight, so Newport's going to have to adjust.
That'll bring up a 3rd and 7, so a difficult down in yardage here for the Wildcats. And they're going to send 4 receivers out wide, so expect another pass here. Maybe another opportunity for KCD to eat. As Conley going to roll out to the right, does throw it, and it's Arrett landing on that KCD sideline.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Wiggins does not want to see his offense getting too many third, 6, 3rd and 7s, because that's not what the offense is built on. You know, so the more KCD's defense can keep them in those 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 8s, the better it'll be. So great job so far for Kentucky Country Day.
Tyler Wilson going back to receive the punt as he stands right around the 45 on the right-hand side of the 50, if you're looking at your screen there. And it'll be a punt coming out.
Number 14, John Perez.
And this will be another good opportunity for good field position for Kentucky Country Day, too.
Rivaldo Chun Perez, the punter for Newport, as he just does get it off and kind of a knuckleball punt. Wilson can't field it cleanly, and now he loses it out of play, but fortunately, KCD will keep it. Things got a little interesting there, and that's what you can expect with the field conditions.
Absolutely. He dodged the bullet there. You know, one wrong bounce, it changes the dynamic of the game.
Sure.
So, again, you got to take care of the ball, and that could have something to do with the elements, too. The ball's a little slippery.
Yeah, they're going to have their work cut out for them, keeping that ball dry tonight.
Absolutely.
As it will be KCD taking over on what looks like the 37-yard line. We're nearly halfway through this first quarter of play.
Kay Long's he's got a pretty nice size on him, too. He's 6 foot.
Yeah.
165 pounds.
All right, so here we go. That KCD offense back out there. And they're going to hand this one off right up the middle. Better luck that time than they had on drive number 1 offensively, as that one was carried by Parker Rudolph for a nice gain.
You know, I just love how Coach Jones, he sticks with what he does. They're going to run the ball. Everybody in the arena knows this. And they're just going to stick with it, and that's how they win football games.
For sure. They've been really good at doing that.
Absolutely.
Just 1 loss this season. Like I mentioned with that interview with Coach Jones, trying to go back to their 3rd straight semifinal. Impressive. As another handoff here, and it's going to be Rudolph again. And he, I believe, is going to have enough for the first down.
Yeah, they're just going to grind. But back to Coach Jones, man, he's doing a great job here at Kentucky Country Day.
Gain of 5 on the play, bringing up 3rd.
Oh, they did mark it short, about a half yard
short.
short.
Oh, they did, yeah.
Looked like he got there easily, but something tells me they will after this.
Oh, absolutely. They're going to run the ball. We know that. We know that. Oh.
Oh, they're going to throw. They're making you eat your words towards the end zone and caught the 33-yard touchdown catch. And we were so sure they were running, and they didn't.
What do we know, Justin?
We don't know anything.
But one thing we did know is in our pregame, we said that they needed to implement some passing, and there you go, play action.
That was Miller Bates on the reception, his 16th catch on the year, just his second touchdown. But what a time to come up with it as KCD has taken a 13-0 lead with just under 5 minutes to go here at quarter number 1.
Absolutely, and what that shows me is that offensively, Kentucky Country Day has came to play.
Yeah.
They're going to take some chances. They want to put points on the board and get out of here.
That was a beautiful pitch and catch that time.
Nice.
As the extra point is up, and it is through, so make it 14-0. As we'll sneak in another break here, come back on the other side, and we'll see what Newport can do with their next opportunity. You're listening, or you're watching, rather, the 1A quarterfinal right here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here at the Mo as KCD leads this one 14-0. Louisville Football Fridays as we've got a 1A quarterfinal for you. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back alongside you. And before we get to this kickoff, do want to shout out and mention special thank you to Pinnacle Financial Partners for their support of KCD Athletics and Glycod. Great start to this game, Antoine. KCD doing exactly what they wanted to coming in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting tight for Newport.
As now the kickoff, surprise, surprise, goes into the end zone for the touchback.
You know, I was told that all these kicks were going to go to the end zone, so I see they were serious. Wow, these kickers are very, very good at Kentucky Country Day. Very, very good.
All right, so the Wildcats coming back out. They have yet to get anything going their way, have yet to record a first down even in 2 drives. So shout out to that KCD defense so far, playing their butts off.
And, you know, right now they're looking like they're a top 3 defense right now so far. So this is a great sign for Coach Jones and his staff.
Wildcats coming back up to the line here. A little bit of movement in that defensive unit for KCD after some communication, and they're set to go here on 1st and 10. Conley hands this one off right up the middle. And that was Buck Barber, but once again, didn't have much room to navigate.
Yeah, and see, this is the reason why you watch film all week and, you know, things like that. This has the defense prepared for this running game. I just don't think Barber's going to be enough for Newport to get this win tonight. They're going to have to do something else.
I believe that was Eric Forney coming up with the stop again. That'll bring up 2nd and 10, as they say he just did get back to the line of scrimmage.
And keep your eye on the play action here, because if you notice when they fake to him, everybody's going towards him. So this could be a play action time if you're Newport. You got to do something.
He definitely garners that type of respect when he's got the football. So here we go on 2nd and 10 as they'll flip it off to the right-hand side. And again, great pursuit by KCD. This time it's Case Finney coming up with the stop, and that'll bring up a long 3rd down. Again, exactly what Coach Wiggins wants to avoid.
Absolutely, and again, Kentucky Country Day is dialed in. You know, this is Newport's worst nightmare. They are getting off to a very, very good start, Kentucky Country Day.
So they put the ball down on the 20, so no gain again. And Buck Barber may be strong, but so far, Antoine, he has not had the speed to get to that outside portion of the field.
They're obviously keying on him. So you have to get someone else involved if you're Newport.
Again, looks like a throwing situation at 3rd and 10 with just over 3 to go here in this first quarter. They're going to throw this one immediately out into the left flat. And a good play, but going to end up well short of the first down marker.
Absolutely. And Newport has not left this end of the field.
Yeah.
So what does that say about this defense so far in the first quarter?
I don't think they've gotten on the right side of the 30, to be honest with you.
Got to find a way to have better field position than this if you have any opportunity. Now it's getting dicey. Now you get ready to give Kentucky Country Day the ball again. You can't go down 21-0.
And not only are they giving them the ball, but again, it should be really good field position as Tyler Wilson stands right around the 50.
And they have a field goal kicker who has kicked a 45-yarder this season. So they can kick field goals to Kentucky Country Day.
And we're going to get a flag, but it is just for a sideline warning, so nothing official on the books here.
Oh, wow. I know Coach Jones doesn't like that. It sounds simple, but if you get another one, then it becomes a penalty. Am I correct about that in high school?
Correct.
All right.
But if they take too many more steps back, they're going to be standing in water puddles. So what do you want? As this punt a little bit wayward, but Wilson going to, again, can't catch it cleanly. But he does pick it up and gets beyond the 40 down to about the 39-yard line. It hasn't bit him yet, but that's got to be a concern here in the early going.
Yes, if I'm Tyler Wilson, I've got to get this together because, again, that ball bounces all directions. One wrong bounce, this game changes. And he is a very, very good athlete, so he can definitely catch the ball.
KCD 14, Newport nothing up on our scoreboard.
On the Wildcats 39-yard line.
This is a KCD team that is playing extremely confident. They have all year. Taken care of Holy Cross last week, 45-7. Looking to do something similar to this Newport team here tonight.
And Caden Long's looking real confident as well.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, not rushing, just taking the snap each and every time, assessing the situation, and more times than not making the correct decision. And as I say that, they go right up the middle for about a half yard.
Yeah, well, again, you can't forget you are playing a very, very good defense. That was just a good play by Newport. Again, KCD has something in the playbook for this, so we'll see. Newport has to continue to do this.
Caden Long surprised he hasn't used his legs yet. As I mentioned, he will. By the way, he has offers from Sewanee, a D3 college, and Oakland City to play sprint football. That is in NAIA.
I think Sewanee's in Tennessee.
It is, yep. As now the flip out here. Got some room to operate and falls down to around the 35-yard line as that was Cantley again on the carry.
Looked like they gained a few yards, which is going to be third and short, which if you're KCD is kind of what you're looking for.
Carvante Roper coming up to make the stop for Newport. He had a touchdown catch last week in that win over Holy Cross Covington.
Let's see if this Newport defense is as good as they say they are. Get a stop here.
3rd and 6. As we're going to get some movement. We'll see who this goes against.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
All indications look like it's going against the Bearcats.
Oh, wow.
False start's going to be the penalty.
Yeah. Again, those penalties can change the dynamic of a game. You go from a 3rd and 6 to a 3rd and what's the grade? Be a 3rd and 11. It just changes everything. So you got to cut down on the mental mistakes.
Well, now you're right. I mean, that's a completely different play call. We'll see what they pull out here. They do get the call. Looking over towards that sideline. Now coming back to the line. Long again will go under center as he's got Wilson in motion and hands it right up the middle. Decent play there for the situation as he picks up about 4 yards. So that sets up a difficult 4th down upcoming.
Yeah, but I mean, Kentucky Country Day has so many options. They're probably going to go for it, or they can kick it either way. They've got a real good kicker. That's why I like Kentucky Country Day. They have options.
Well, it looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit.
Oh,
here.
wow. A little surprised about that.
Yeah, I think with the way their defense is playing, you kind of got to trust that and lean on it at this point, right?
And Coach Jones is the type of coach you can trust.
Popa now out to boot this thing away. A little bit of shuffling along that line as the snap back to him, a clean one.
Look at that.
And that is a good-looking punt that bounces around the 10 but takes a Newport roll. So they're going to down it right around the 18, but once again, not the greatest starting field position for Newport.
Yeah, and you know, I know punters shoot to get it inside the 10, but you know, even inside the 20, they're still making it tough for Newport because they don't have a passing game. So it's still a good punt.
Down to 18 seconds left here in this first quarter.
17.
Kentucky Country Day 14,
Correction, nobody's fighting on the
Newport
17-yard
0. So they put the ball down on the 17. So perhaps the final play of this first quarter, a briskly played first quarter.
Is there somebody over there with a tuba? Yes. Okay. Thanks.
As Conley in the shotgun, ready to accept the snap as he's got a man in motion. Instead, going to hand it right up the middle, and there's a good carry.
Carry by number 4,
Buck Barber able to pick up about 7 yards that time, as that'll set up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah. And, you know, Newport's going to stay with Buck Barber. They've been using him all season. He is a workhorse. So, again, they will stick with him through the game.
And that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1. KCD 14, Newport 0. We'll come back on the other side with the second quarter of play. You're watching the KHSAA 1A quarterfinal here tonight on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here, Kentucky Country Day, 1A quarterfinal action here this evening. Louisville Football Friday. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back alongside you as teams have switched sides of the field, but it is Kentucky Country Day leading 14-0. Looked like that ball might have popped loose, but I think they're going to rule that he was down as that popped out late. And by the way, Antoine, do want to shout out Coach Jones's family. He's from the Georgia area.
Yes.
Played his high school ball at Darlington. I know he's got a ton of family tuned in for this one tonight.
Shout out to the Jones family. You all have a great, great coach over here doing big things.
No doubt. As they're going to rule no fumble, but they do pick up the first down for the first time tonight.
Oh, wow.
Newport has been awarded a first down, 1st and 10. Wildcats.
So their first time on this side of the field, but that was due to the quarter change. Now go right to left. Conley, he'll drop under center this time, takes the snap, and that ball might have hit the turf as well.
You know, Justin, maybe these elements is playing a little more, you know, into the game than we thought. I've seen the ball on the ground a few times, both teams.
That field, by all indications of what we were told in the pregame, that field is pretty wet down there.
Yeah.
I know they were squeegeeing the sideline, trying to get all the water off the sidelines as well.
And it's a very nice field, so.
For sure. It's got a lot of rain this week.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So here we go now on 2nd and long, 2nd and 11. Under center again goes Conley. This time he is able to get the snap and hands it off, and nothing doing there, at least initially, and tries to get to the outside right of the field and going to be drugged down for a loss. Once again, great pursuit by the Bearcats defense.
Yeah, and you're starting to see a little frustration from Buck Barber.
Yeah.
You know, he's, you know, who's blocking, you know, this and that, and that's, you don't want to see that if you're Newport. Coach has to find a way to get it together.
Well, that's going to bring up a long 3rd down, and if they're not able to convert this, once again, you're going to give KCD great starting field position.
Absolutely. And again, you have to throw some other wrinkle into the offense.
Let's see if they decide to do that here. Have seen a couple of throws here in this game. Of course, one of them leading to our first touchdown with a pick 6. As Conley turns around, flips it to Buck Barber. Good pursuit again, but they can't tackle him that time, but they do get him out of play. And he's should be well short of that first down marker. Oh, he's going to be way short.
Yeah, he's short, but I'll tell you what, he is running hard.
Yeah.
I mean, for him to not have gained any yards, it was still an impressive run.
Yeah.
I mean, KCD cannot tackle him with just one player at this point.
When you look at the size of him down there, he's not the biggest guy, but then you look at those legs, and they're like tree trunks.
Yeah, he runs big, though. Runs just solid.
That'll bring up 4th and 14, which means Newport going to punt it away again. Tyler Wilson will get his 3rd opportunity to field a punt. See if he can do so cleanly here as he waits right around the 50 again. Snaps a good one. That might have been blocked. That might have been partially blocked, and now KCD going to start with great starting field position inside the 40.
Yeah, KCD's dialed in. Offensively, defensively, special teams, everything's just going well. Everything's going well so far.
Well, that's what's led them to that 10-1 record.
Yes.
All facets of the game, they are able to compete and do so highly each and every night.
And, you know, something else I like about this team, there's experience on this team. So they know what defeat is.
Yep.
They've cried. They've laughed. They are ready. They're ready.
See how they attack things here on this drive. As getting the play call from the sideline is Caden Long. Now he looks at his wrist and goes back into the huddle. Shares that play call. As we mentioned, a number of guys will get carries for KCD tonight as they're going to run this one to the right. All kinds of room there, and that'll go for a touchdown. And that was our guy, Tyler Wilson. But there is a flag on the play.
Wow.
And that's unfortunate because that was a beautiful run. He saw the hole, hit it perfectly, but now we know why there was that hole to begin with.
Absolutely. And, you know, something tells me that when Wilson was running that ball, he wanted to make up for those two, you know, not fumbles, but just mishaps. Let's just call it that. Because he was focused to get to the end zone. But there was a holding.
That'll be the 3rd time tonight that KCD has been penalized. And now he will get... Now he'll get another try, but it's still, what, 1st and 2? 1st and 1?
First and 1.
It looked like Wilson was already past the play.
I thought so too, yeah. Wilson stays back there in the backfield. Well, now he's actually going to leak out to the left-hand side of the formation. As Long takes the snap, he'll hand this one right up the middle. That should be enough for a 1st down, and it is.
KCD just makes this look so easy. You know, they don't get too bent out of shape. They know they have a good team, good offense. They just stick with what they do. I just like what I'm seeing right now.
What if I told you with 9 minutes left here in the half, that is their first down, despite having a 14-0 lead on the scoreboard?
Yeah, it's just amazing the way they play in the game today. So, wow.
All right, it's going to be Parker Rudolph directly behind Caden Long, but instead he's going to flip it over to Davidson, who gets to the outside left, and another flag coming out near the middle of that play.
Another flag.
All likelihood going to be another hold.
Oh, wow.
Penalty against the Bearcats.
And it is.
So now you start to see a little bit of, you know, undiscipline, you know, so they need to get back focused, understand that this is a playoff game. This can turn at any point.
Yeah.
So we have to quit doing this.
I haven't seen too many mistakes out of this KCD team tonight, but those penalty numbers starting to rack up. The punt return issues that we've seen so far.
Yes, yes.
So it's been very minuscule thus far, but like you said, those things can add up.
Absolutely.
8.5 minutes left here in this first half. 1st and very long now for the Bearcats. As Long looking to his right, he's going to throw this one, and he's got it complete. And trying to work it down that right sideline before he is tackled. That is number 84, DJ Lawless.
Yeah, and I've been waiting to hear his number. He's only a freshman.
Yeah.
So they're going to have this young man for a few more years. So, again, I like how KCD involves everybody. They have so many people that can run the ball and make plays.
Lawless with 4 touchdowns this season, also plays defensively, has had 5 tackles on the year. That'll set up a more manageable 2nd down than 1st down was. 2nd and about 14 here. Long once again under center. That's Wilson in motion. He receives the pitch, trying to find a gap and does. and still on his feet down towards the 10-yard line. That was an impressive run.
Justin, when they go back and watch that on film, his teammates are going to applaud that. That was an excellent move. Got to the outside, made something happen. Wilson, he's focused. He wants to make something happen. That's what I like about Wilson.
Good speed on that run as well. That's been the one thing with him that I've been impressed with so far has been the speed. We talk about Buck Barber and his strength, but Tyler Wilson, the exact opposite. His speed's incredible.
Obviously, both styles effective, just two totally different styles of running.
Yep. As they are on the doorstep of getting their third score of the evening, already leading 14-0 is KCD. As again, going to fake the handoff, now going to keep it. First time tonight we've seen Caden Long make that decision. And it did not amount to much. Might have gotten a half yard to a yard on that carry.
Yeah, Caden Long didn't gain much, but what that does, it keeps the defense honest.
Yeah,
you know, hey, we can run this play, so you have to look out for it, which puts a little bit more pressure on this dynamic defense of Newport.
So now 2nd and 9 upcoming. As Long looking over towards the sideline to get the play call. Looks like he's got it now as he goes back to the huddle. Shares that play call as that clock continues to run down under 7 minutes. Wilson again in motion. Instead, it's going to be a flip out. I believe that's Davidson. He's to the 10 and trying to get towards that end zone, but he has spun out of bounds. That was Dion Davidson on the carry. Just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, so many different options, and this kid is only a sophomore.
Yeah.
So, again, I like how Coach Jones, he's also preparing for the future while we're trying to win in the present.
When you look up and down this roster and the player statistics, there are a number of underclassmen that have contributed this season. Now, some of that maybe happens in blowout wins or whatnot, but still, it's valuable experience.
Absolutely. And stats are stats.
Yeah.
Stats are stats.
All right, we're going to get an official timeout, so we're going to sneak one in ourselves. You're watching the KHSAA 1A quarterfinal here this evening on Glycod.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here, Kentucky Country Day, as it is 14-0 Bearcats with a lead, and on the doorstep of another score as they take an official timeout here to measure whether he picked up the first down or not, and he did. So the third time tonight that KCD has racked up a first down. Justin Galen, Antoine Wordlow back here alongside you. Kevin Maldonado is our on-site producer. Max Gorley up top the press box on camera duty tonight. Shout out to Max. Trooper up there.
Absolutely. Great job, Max. I just feel like Kentucky Country Day is dominating this game at this point.
For sure. As now they got another opportunity here as it's going to be a run up the middle. And not much doing there as that was Parker Rudolph on the carry. But a great defensive effort by Elijah Brandt, who comes up to make the stop. 58 tackles for Brandt coming into this game tonight.
Wow, if I'm not mistaken, Elijah Brandt is a young player. He's only a sophomore. So, again, you see both these teams having young players making impacts.
By the way, we have not gotten to mention the name Bowen Johnson yet. He is the leading tackler for KCD. 95 tackles.
Wow.
11 games. That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I'm assuming we'll be calling his name soon.
As that'll be a false start going against KCD.
Wow.
5th time tonight they've been penalized.
Now, you know, as a coach, you always want to find something to scream about. So Coach Jones will have plenty to scream about. I don't care if they're up 35-0. He's got a lot to scream about at halftime.
May or may not be a fun film session.
Absolutely, yes. And the good coaches, they take advantage of those opportunities.
Yeah. All right, we're going to get another timeout here as KCD takes one with 5:35 to play in the half. We'll sneak one in with them. Stay with us. You're watching the KHSAA 1A quarterfinal here this evening on Glycod.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin & Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1400 463 or visit them online at vantreesteam.seminon.com. Seminon Realtors, always one step ahead. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate sponsors. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. As coming out of the timeout, they're going to launch one towards the end zone, but comes up empty. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here with you for this 1A quarterfinal. Been a fun night here at KCD so far. Their team ahead, 14-0.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the home team's pretty much putting on a show right now. I'm going to tell you what concerns me about Newport is their style doesn't allow them to score points quickly.
Yeah.
So they need to make something happen soon.
Sure, Coach Wiggins over there on that far sideline devising a plan. As coming up now with 3rd and goal from the 7 as Wilson is able to get inside the 5, but not much more beyond that. And that brings up 4th down, and now what the decision do you make? Looks like they're going to trot out Popa.
Yeah, and why not? I mean, he's exceptionally with the best in 1A, right?
Yeah,
you got to let him get some numbers, too.
Mention that he is leading 1A with 8 field goals on the year, 8 of 8 from field goal tries. That is really impressive. You mentioned his long this year of 45, and he'll try to knock through this 22-yarder. It is up, and it is through, as that'll make it 17-0. Bearcats in complete control of this game. And, Antoine, they've been doing it in all facets. Special teams, offense, defense. I just cannot be complimentary enough of what I've seen so far tonight.
Yes, and a lot of what we're seeing is you see, there's a lot of talented athletes out here, but you're also seeing great coaching. If you notice the sideline, they're not too up, they're not too down. They make mistakes, they're cheering each other on. I think this team is preparing to do something special for the remainder of this season. Very, very good performance so far by Kentucky Country Day.
First score of this second quarter after 14 quick points in quarter number 1. They got an interception return with just over 4 minutes off of that clock, and then a 33-yard passing touchdown as there was about 5 minutes left in that first quarter. So it took them a little longer to get that next score, but point is they got the score.
Yeah, but, you know, that's what they do. If you notice, I mean, it's kind of methodical. Everything's just smooth. Yep. It's almost like they've been doing this forever. So, again, that's a test of good coaching. And the staff as well, because you got to have a good staff, too. So it's not just Coach Jones' staff, and it's the players buying into the system as well.
Sure. Well, it's all that community, even here in our pregame tonight. Just all the coaches coming together, asking how they can help. How do we get ready for this game? So getting waters ready, throwing them in the cooler,
absolutely.
Stuff like that.
This is really and truly a family environment.
Popa gonna kick this one. I'm gonna imagine it goes into the end zone, and it does. So wash, rinse, repeat. 20-yard line is where Newport will start.
And you know what's so funny? We was warned about this. I know I've already said it once. I got to say it again. I was already warned that this ball is going into the end zone every time he puts his foot on it.
It doesn't make it any less impressive.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be lucky to get it past the 50.
Oh, man, tell me about it. But, you know, seriously, though, that's a luxury. I mean, that's a luxury to have a good special teams.
For sure.
You know.
All right, so back out comes the Newport offense. They have struggled so far. It has been a heavy dose of Buck Barber. Let's see if he continues to get some carries here. I imagine he will.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have to break one, though.
Conley now under center, going to hand it off right up the middle. And once again, not a lot of room there to navigate.
No. And what I'm seeing, I feel like Kentucky Country Day has watched a lot of film, and they're just not being fooled.
Yeah.
So Coach Wiggins is going to have to implement some kind of, I don't want to call it a trick play, but you just have to do something else. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it.
It's the differences between these two offenses. I mean, KCD, they're going to keep you guessing.
Absolutely.
You never know who's got the ball. It's Newport offense. I'm not the biggest football guy, but I can tell you exactly who's getting.
Absolutely. That's well said, Justin. That's what I was trying to say.
As here we go now on 2nd and 10, as this time it will be a throw over to the left-hand side. Just took a little bit too long to develop, as going back to make the tackle that time was Rocco Huffman. Huffman, his 60th tackle of the year.
You know, for those watching at home, if I didn't know that Newport was the higher-ranked defense, I wouldn't be able to tell tonight.
Yeah.
Right now, it's Kentucky Country Day.
For sure.
They seem like the top 5, top 3 defense. So again, that's an testament to being prepared to play tonight.
They're definitely motivated. Easy to see that here in the early going. As 3rd and 12 now, another long 3rd down for this Newport offense, and that's really kind of been the theme here in the early going of this game. As Conley rolls to the right, he does throw this one, and a catch is made, but no room to operate that time. As that was the guy who had the pick 6 earlier, Haney Sakara.
Yes, and that's an excellent play. And as a former defensive back in college, I'll tell you, I love seeing that because a lot of young players, they don't buckle down and just make the open field tackle. So that's a special play right there.
Once again, it is going to be Tyler Wilson heading back to right around the 50-yard line, so it's going to be good starting field position once more.
I would not be surprised to see him break one of these before the night's over.
Well, especially with the issues he's had bringing them in cleanly.
What's that? Make the smokeless campus
As
announcement.
it is going to be I think that's blocked again, but it does take a phenomenal roll beyond the 50 down to the 46. And again, another block. We thought the last one was blocked. This one definitely was.
And again, KCD is putting together an excellent first half. I mean, special teams contributing, defense contributing, offense contributing. This is a great moment for Kentucky Country Day to get rolling with an opportunity to go to the semifinals.
Down to 2:34 left here in this first half.
Please put them out.
See the score there on your screen. KCD 17, Newport 0. And a chance here to get some more points up on the board before our halftime break. Caden Long. And that play's blown up in a hurry in the backfield.
Yes, it was. And you know the game's not over, Justin. But Newport have to figure it out, man. I mean, they have to figure it out. They can't allow any more points in this half either.
Absolutely not. Well, and keep in mind, they deferred.
Yes.
So they will get the ball to start the second half, which
it's a very good point.
Could be huge. Down to just over 2 minutes left now as Long ready to accept the snap under center again. He'll turn around, flips it off to the right-hand side, and just not a lot of room there as that was Cantley on the carry again.
Yeah. Now, I would like to see Wilson get a block there. There was 2 players that he could have blocked.
Sure.
They might have helped, but again, it was just a great read by Newport. They're not ranked as high as they are for nothing. So that was a great play by Newport, but someone's got to make a block too.
They're playing pretty disciplined defensively, despite KCD having 17 up on the board. They're being patient, waiting to see where that ball's going, and more times than not, they've read it nicely.
Yeah, the Newport's defense needs help from the Newport offense.
Yeah. Now here we go on 3rd and 14. And we're going to have some movement. I believe that's going to go against Newport.
Wow.
And it is. Second time tonight they've been penalized.
Yeah, so Justin, that goes back to what you said. You're in a 3rd and 14. It's a perfect opportunity to get a stop, maybe try to get some points, and then score again at halftime. But you're ruining it with these penalties.
Well, and that's an issue they haven't really had so far tonight.
Exactly.
So just an untimely one there. As instead of 3rd and 14, it's 3rd and 9. As Long with a man in motion, he's looking to throw this one. And fires it deep down the left-hand side, but nobody even – oh, there was a guy in the vicinity.
Yep, looked like Wilson.
That fog tricked me a little bit.
But, Caden Long did a good job of making sure that if my guy can't catch it, no one will. That's the optimistic thing about it. He did not throw an interception.
Well, and hats off to him in the backfield as well. He got pressured.
Absolutely.
Even got hit on his shoulder a little bit.
Yep,
So
showed a little mobility. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. But this is a big moment for Newport. I mean, and you have to try to score in these 55 seconds. You can't just go into halftime without giving effort.
See how far Popa can bomb it down the field as the snap back to him.
Oh, that's my
pretty
guy.
Clean, and that thing is a boot. Beyond the 20, now the 10, and they're going to down that right around the 8-yard line. And tell you what, this is KCD special teams unit. I've loved watching them.
Now, Justin, this is going to sound crazy, but I'm being honest. I need a Popa jersey. I need to contact the president of Kentucky Country Day. I want a Popa jersey. I love me some kickers. I'm telling you. They make a huge difference. They don't get enough credit. So when I see one, I give him his props. Where's my Popa jersey? Great job. He determines the field position.
Yeah.
So, with this type running stat of Newport has, it's going to be hard for them to go 100 yards to score. So field position is very important.
Keep this up, might find himself with a nice little NIL package.
Absolutely.
Here we go, Newport coming back out, down to 44 seconds left in the half. They trail by 17. As a snap here, it's going to be a run right up the middle. Kendall Buck-Barber, this time he's got some room to operate, gaining close to 9 on the carry that time.
Yeah, you know, that's an impressive run. But again, it's time consuming. You just don't have enough time to run the ball 100 yards. At some point, you're going to have to pass the ball against this Kentucky Country Day defense.
Looks like Coach Wiggins going to be content to go to the locker room trailing 17-0, knowing that they get the ball coming out of the
Absolutely. And again, Coach Wiggins is an excellent, excellent coach. So, you know, if he feels like his team doesn't have momentum, this is what you have to do. Regroup at halftime.
Well, it may be a different situation if KCD was getting it out of half.
There you go. There you go.
As we are going to get a timeout called here by Newport. We'll keep it here throughout this timeout as we're down to just 7 seconds left in the half. By the way, keep it with us during halftime. We'll break down this first half, let you know how we got to the score that we're at, get you some statistics thrown in there as well, and maybe even look around at the area scoreboard. Number of games in action tonight.
Absolutely. Big night of football in Kentucky. I'm telling you straight up. A lot of good football being played in Kentucky and Indiana, honestly. Just a lot of good football. Is really, I'm really proud to see the good coaching. You know, that's starting to come back.
Yep.
You know, the parents are on board now. You know, so it's just a great time for sports and young people.
Even on a night that is not as athletically pleasing as we would have liked it to be, still a bunch of people here taking this one in.
Yeah, but I still say this mud is better than cold rain.
Here we go, potentially one final play in the half as they're going to flip it out to the left, and that is a big-time tackle in the backfield as that was Pierce Baum coming up with it, and that is a bomb way to end that first half of play as KCD leads it 17-0 up on our scoreboard. We'll see how it goes in the second half of play, but first, we've got to bring you your halftime show. That comes your way next. Stick with us. You're watching the KHSAA 1A quarterfinals here this evening from the Mo on GlideCon.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with GlideCon in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glidecon.com.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin & Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.semin.com. Semin & Realtors, always one step ahead.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here at the Mo Kentucky Country Day, the site of tonight's KHSAA 1A quarterfinal. Justin Galen, Antoine Wardlow back here alongside you as we are smack dab in the middle of our halftime break, where Kentucky Country Day winning 17-0 after the first two quarters. And Antoine, it was a fun first half. KCD got off to a red-hot start, and then things kind of slowed down in that second quarter as they started to be honest with you, rack up some penalties.
Absolutely. You know, if you're a KCD fan, this absolutely was fun. If you're a Newport fan and made this ride,
maybe not.
You're not having as much fun as you thought you would have coming in town with as good as a defense as you supposedly had. But right now, KCD just dominating all facets of the game.
Yeah, what stuck out to you in that first half specifically?
Well, for me, it was KCD was the confidence. I feel like they came into the game feeling like we were going to win this game. You know, we're going to get out of the quarterfinals. We're going to take our coaching, show that Coach Jones has us ready to play, and I just feel the vibe of confidence and being well coached.
Well, obviously, there were a number of key plays in that first half. I think we have to point to the first scoring play of the half, in which was a pick six, and got them off to a great start, and then they didn't look back for the rest of that first quarter as they were leading 14-0, but like we said, just the field goal in that second quarter. So they've definitely got some things to clean up, but when you're in the quarterfinal round and you've got a 17-0 lead at half, you're doing something right.
Yeah, but like I had told you earlier, the great coaches are always looking for a reason to scream. And I just think, towards the end of that first half, they gave them a little bit to complain about. We had unnecessary holding. We're holding when my players already almost scored a touchdown. Those are the type things that we can fix.
Yeah. Well, worth noting that Newport is still on the field. I guess that's their locker room, as they don't even go anywhere. They just stay over there on their sideline. So should be an entertaining second half of play. Newport will get the ball first to begin the half, so we'll see if they're able to make some noise. It feels imperative that they do.
Absolutely. They're going to have to. I just don't know how much you can get done coaching on the field at halftime. But again, who am I to question Coach Wiggins? He's doing a great job, just having a tough time tonight. Yeah. But at halftime is when you're supposed to make adjustments, and just get some good feedback.
Yeah.
So he's got his hands full.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they change here at the halftime break, if anything. See if they can come out and make some noise here in this second half. But we're due up against a break here, so we'll go ahead and take that now. Come back on the other side. We'll take a look at the area scoreboard, give you a little bit more analysis from that first half as well. We've got stats coming up your way as well as the scoring summary. So going to be a busy halftime show for you tonight. But we have got just under 10 minutes left here in the half, so we'll step aside for that break now. Come back with more KHSAA 1A quarterfinal action here this evening on Glycod.
Miller's Ace Hardware is more than a store, a proud community partner. They're the place for answers to your home repair or improvement questions. Mention this ad and receive a refilled propane tank for $19.99. Visit the helpful Miller's Ace folks at any of their 4 Louisville locations: Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane, St. Matthews, Taylor Boulevard, or the West End. And remember to download the Ace Hardware app for rewards when you shop.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast.
you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
And back here at the Mo, Kentucky Country Day, as we are still within our halftime break. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here alongside you. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer. Max Gorley up top, braving the elements for us, running the camera here tonight on Glycod. But overall, fun first half as Kentucky Country Day leads it 17-0 here at the halftime break. Antoine, it was a 14-0 lead after the first, and they did get that field goal in the second. But after that first quarter of play, it felt like they were really going to run away with this thing.
Yeah, although they only have 17 points, it just the feeling is it's a blowout type feeling. But again, you have a whole nother half. 17 points is not a lot.
Nope.
So Newport has every opportunity to play some solid D and get back into the game.
Yeah, no doubt. As you take a look at some of our scores from around the region, tonight's scoreboard presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent. Yeah, I know there's one score up on that screen that you're particularly interested in.
Yes.
You being a male guy, pretty
Absolutely.
impressive that they're hanging in there like that with St. X.
Yeah, now, St. X always gave us problems. But again, we are male, so hopefully we'll find a way.
Yeah. Well, they struggled against Manual in the regular season, took care of them last week.
Absolutely.
Struggled against St. X in the regular season. See if they can get it done tonight.
Absolutely.
But
It should be a great one.
A lot of fun games going around the area here tonight as that's a look at your scoreboard. As we're due up against another break here, we'll come back on the other side. We'll bring you your scoring summary from that first half as well as take a look at some of our statistics. Stay with us for that. We've got it coming up for you here on the other side on Glycod.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy and Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King.
Miller's Ace Hardware is more than a store. A proud community partner. They're the place for answers to your home repair or improvement questions. Mention this ad and receive a refilled propane tank for $19.99. Visit the helpful Miller's Ace folks at any of their 4 Louisville locations: Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane, St. Matthews, Taylor Boulevard, or the West End. And remember to download the Ace Hardware app for rewards when you shop.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
Solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career. Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets.
Cuckoo Crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here, Kentucky Country Day, Monahan Field, the Mo as it is known, as we are just about set for our second half of play. Well, just a few minutes away, but Justin Kalen back here alongside Antoine Wardlow, and we've got to bring you some first half statistics and a scoring summary. Scoring summary, pretty simple. KCD leading 14-0 after one. It then was 17-0 here at the halftime break, and if we take a look at their scoring, it was a interception return by number 15, Haney Sakara, to get the scoring started way back, 7:41 to play in the first quarter. They got their second score via a touchdown pass from Caden Long into the hands of Miller Bates from 33 yards away. That one, 4:50 left in the first quarter of play, and the final score we saw in that first half was a 22-yard field goal by Philip Popa with 4:52 to play in the half to get us to 17-0. In terms of statistics, one first down for Newport.
Wow.
KCD had zero turnovers by either team, and then 2 penalties for Newport, 5 of them for KCD, so they've got to clean that up.
Yes, the Newport offense is just non-existent right now. For you to have a 1,000-yard rusher, you got to find a way to, put them in better situations. I mean, maybe straight up the middle is not going to work tonight.
Yeah.
So, again, that's the coach's job to make adjustments and find a way to give them the best chance to win. But right now, KCD's rolling.
Yeah. By the way, tonight's first half scoring brought to you by German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. As we've got about 2.5 minutes left here in the halftime break, let's turn the attention a little bit to the second half of play. We mentioned it will be Newport football to begin. How do you expect them to attack things in the early going of the half?
Well, it would be nice if they had a better passing game, but if that's not your strength, then you're going to have to – the offense is going to have to help the defense out. Put some points on the board, and you're going to have to depend on your defense to stop KCD.
Yeah.
But the offense has to get on board for Newport. Put some points on the board. That's the only way this is going to work. You score some points, your defense comes out who's a top-ranked defense, make a few stops, and get back into the game.
Yeah, defensively, they could use a takeaway or two as well.
And they can do it.
So far, hasn't happened. How about for KCD? How do you see them attacking things coming out of the half?
Well, I see them. I can see Coach Jones going at halftime screaming about the penalties, unnecessary penalties, so they'll probably touch up on that. But if they just continue to do what they're doing, I think they're going to be okay. The team is playing a nice pace, a nice brand of football. So I just think if they continue to do what they're doing, they'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll see how it all shakes out. KCD, by the way, going for their third straight semifinal appearance, and we've talked a lot about Coach Jones and his success in his 14 years here at KCD, but hasn't gotten that one big one yet. And you were telling me in the pregame tonight, feels like this may be the one, and finally he'll get that state championship.
Yes, it's one of those things where you have all the tools, but you got to find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of stories of, team had the best quarterback, this, great defense and all that, and couldn't get it done. So, again, you just have to find a way to put the puzzle together and bring home a championship, and I think this team can do that.
Oh, and they've got a couple of tough teams waiting for them
yes.
as well.
It just gets harder.
If they're able to win this, I believe it'll be Campbellsville is who they will host.
Yes.
Although you've got Raceland still in play as well, so those could be two of your opponents coming down the pipe here. But all in all, it's been a great season, great first half.
Yep.
Looking for more here in the second half.
Yep. They have to finish this game off because, again, 17 points is not enough to feel like the game is over.
Yeah.
You're off to a good start. Newport gets the ball first. So if Newport can find a way to put some points on the board, now you got a whole new ball game.
Any chance at trickery here on the kickoff? Any at all?
They haven't shown me any signs of trickery. So when you say kickoff, you've been on the KCD side.
Correct.
Oh, anything's possible, Coach Jones. Anything's possible, Coach Jones.
All right, we are just about set here as both teams over towards their sidelines, and it'll be KCD kicking this thing off from left to right. And it'll be interesting to see how Newport attacks things here to begin this second half. Devin Rader, one of the guys back to receive the kickoff.
And, Justin, I believe that this first series is going to tell us a lot about the Newport state of mind right now. Do they feel like they can come back? They have to feel like they can come back, not us. So I think this first series is going to be very important.
Every football team should think they can come back in the second half.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, you'll be surprised, man.
Can't
you'll
give
be
up
surprised.
on your beliefs.
When you're getting dominated, sometimes it takes some air out of you.
Yeah, that's true.
It has never happened to me personally or my teams, but I've seen it happen.
All right, we are just about set as Popa coming back out to boot this thing away. If I'm a betting man, I say he puts this in the end zone, as he has done on 3 separate occasions so far tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to the end zone, Justin. So I guess I'll talk to you after,
I don't know if you saw our official that's waiting in the end zone kind of threw his arms like he was working at the airport, like, come on down.
I tell you, I love it, man. I love teams that are well-rounded and can do everything.
Yeah.
And this KCD team, they have it all.
Makes it a lot of fun.
They have it all, yes.
All right, 17-0, set for the second half. Again, Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow on the call for you. Kevin Maldonado, our on-site producer. Max Gorley braving the elements up top as the kickoff does indeed go into the end zone.
Are you surprised?
Nope, not at all.
I'm going to say it again. Where's my Popa jersey? I will definitely wear it. That is my guy.
As he comes off the field and the Newport offense comes out, as does the KCD defense. And look, we talked a lot about this Newport defense. That Newport offense, though, with a goose egg up on the scoreboard at halftime, we got to give our flowers to this KCD defense.
Yes, again, the focus, they're focused, they're ready to play. I think they really want this. I really do. I think the players have the same goal as the coaches, and that's a great tandem.
Well, and Kendall Buck Barber, with as good of a season as he's had, was held pretty quiet in that first half, as the first play is going to be a pass. So that shows you the Newport mindset, passing on the first down.
Yeah, but, it's hard. I don't want to be hard on the quarterback because he hasn't had many opportunities to throw the ball. I play with a great quarterback, Chris Redmond. They have to have opportunities.
Yeah.
You have to give your receivers opportunities. That's the only way to work.
He was looking for K. Sharp out there on the far side of the field. Sharp's had over 100 yards on 9 catches and a touchdown so far this season. So, in all likelihood, the guy you want to get it to if you're going to the outside portion of the field, but you got to get it to him.
Absolutely.
2nd and 10 now, as it's going to be a carry up the middle. Yeah. And once again, great penetration by that KCD defense.
Yeah, they're not getting anything up the middle. They didn't get anything up the middle the first half. The same energy from the KCD defense. Just proud of the KCD defense. They're playing an excellent brand of football tonight.
And once again, that's going to bring up a long 3rd down, and we really saw this Newport team struggle on long 3rd down situations in the first half.
Yeah, so these 3rd and 10 is not what their offense is built for.
All right.
When you run the ball, it's hard to get 10 yards of carry. So, again, they have to do something else.
We'll see how they attack things here, as We're going to send 3 receivers off to the right and 1 to the left in an obvious passing situation. Conley receives the snap. He rolls to the right, being chased out of the pocket, and makes the smart play and just gets rid of it.
Yeah, he doesn't appear to have the best arm, which can explain why they don't want to put him in bad situations. That makes sense. It's kind of hard to move the ball that way.
And there's that guy we've been talking about, Bowen Johnson, the team's leading tackler, making life difficult for him in the backfield. No wonder he got rid of it.
I mean, it's a good sign when your star player is, we've hardly called his name.
Yeah.
Your leading tackler, excuse me.
There's now another punt here as Wilson awaits at the 50. So another really good opportunity at great field position as he's going to come up and hauls this one in at the 45, catches it cleanly, tries to get to the outside left, and does, as he is down to about the 30, maybe the 25, but we did have a flag fly out late.
Yeah, I would think it'd be a face mask or something of that nature.
I didn't see anything that would have warranted a penalty flag.
Yeah.
Looks like the early indication is it's going to go against Newport,
Against the Wildcats.
which is going to give KCD even better field position. It is a face mask.
Yeah. And you know, if I'm Newport, I would like to see them come out with more energy in the second half. They still look flat.
Yeah.
Which goes to your halftime ritual.
Let me ask you this. Does the travel have anything to do with that?
It very well could. It very well could. And maybe they needed more time, you know, here on campus to relax and get ready for the game.
Well, not only the travel, but a sleepy type of day like today has been.
You've been waiting all day to play.
And near interception for Newport. That was nearly the takeaway that they've been clamoring for, but couldn't quite haul it in.
And speaking of interceptions, Newport has the leading pick guy in 1A. His name is K Sharp. You know, so there's playmakers all around the field. They're not getting the opportunity to make plays.
Well, and this is a Newport team that leads all of 1A with 19 total interceptions.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I mean, it's been impressive what they've done, but like you mentioned, KCD not throwing the ball a whole lot. They haven't gotten many opportunities. As it's going to be a run up the middle here. Fake flip. I nearly fell for it. As they're going to pick up a good chunk of yards, about 3 on the carry that time.
Yeah, that was a good tackle by Sean. Looked like Sean Hurry. He's a junior, 6'3", 210.
Listen to these stats for Sean Hurry. 81 tackles this year.
Oh, wow.
23 for loss.
Oh, my goodness.
He leads all of 1A in tackles for loss.
They need him.
For sure.
They need him for the rest of this evening.
Also has 6 sacks and a fumble recovery on the year, does Hurry. As from under center, Long looking to throw this one, fires it to the right, and Wilson's man fell down. But the pass didn't get to him, and he throws his hands up like I never had a shot.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity there. You know, you have a wide open receiver. The ball's a little short. But Caden Long's playing a real good game tonight. Again, he'll have another opportunity.
Here comes your guy.
Where's my Popa jersey?
This will be a 39-yard attempt. We know well within his range.
Oh, absolutely.
Knocked down a 45-yarder earlier this season.
40. No.
It's a 31-yard line. 41.
And the kick is up, and it is no good. That is his first missed field goal of the year, and KCD leaves points on the table as Newport will get the football back here with 9:53 to play in this third quarter.
And you know he doesn't want to miss that field goal, but wow, what a season he's having, though.
I didn't want him to miss that field goal. I'm not even invested.
And I still want my Popa jersey. I'm telling you, I've seen this. This young man is an excellent kicker.
Good news, though, for KCD is Newport once again going to start back with the ball on the 20-yard line. Still looking for something to go their way offensively. Conley from the shotgun hands this one off right up the middle. And Antoine, I don't know how many times they continue to try that. They have not had success going up the middle so far tonight.
Yeah, Justin, I was going to mention that. I can't recall seeing a team that's just this one-dimensional. You know what I mean? 'Cause like at some point, if you're trying to put points on the board, you have to do something different.
Yeah.
Whether you want to or not.
Does the early pick six, that probably changes the game plan, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, the quarterback's arm is not the strongest.
Yeah.
So, all that takes plays a part.
So Conley looks like he's going to drop back to shotgun again. One receiver over on the far side of the field as he takes the snap. Kind of a pitch back to Buck Barber, was more like a pass as he gets shoved out of bounds right around the, looks like 22-yard line or so.
Yeah. And, again, it's just not enough.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. The KCD defense is dialed in. Nothing's going to change here. So you just have to do something different. You have to.
We've talked a lot about the field conditions tonight. You think it's wet down there? Look at the jersey of Kendall Buck Barber. It is not white anymore.
No.
So another long third down now, 3rd and 8 with 9 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Conley going to rush this one off to his right. He's being chased and is able to complete the pass. And that's going to be enough for a first down when they needed it. There he comes.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Conley. It was a nice spiral. Put it to where only the receiver could catch it. So he's capable. He's capable.
Well, and he was being chased down in the backfield by Rocco Huffman, who was trying to secure his 4.5 sack on the season.
Yeah, and if I'm Newport, maybe he's more of an out-of-the-pocket passer. So let's get him out of the pocket a little bit instead of sitting back and making him a pocket passer.
Get him in motion.
Yeah, get him in motion. Do some different things.
And they get the ball up to the 35. If I'm not mistaken, this is the furthest they've advanced it up the field all evening. As Conley again, this one goes through his legs. That falls on the turf. And Buck Barber's able to jump on top of it, but they're going to lose a bunch of yards.
Yeah, and I just feel like right now Newport is they're just not here. They're here to play, but just nothing is going right.
Yeah.
And that makes it a tough night.
It's been a lot of little mistakes that have compounded into a bigger issue.
Yes.
They're going to give them a loss of 12 on the play, so 2nd and 22 upcoming. And for a team that has not shown the ability to throw all that well, 2nd and 22 is far from ideal.
Absolutely. They have to put some points on the board somehow.
We're going to send 2 receivers to each side of the formation here. As Conley waits in the shotgun, throws a quick one over to the left where it's complete and has a little bit of room to operate, but not much as they tackle him down. Got looks like about 7 yards on the pickup.
I mean, they're showing signs of moving the ball, and something else I'm noticing too. Their sideline is kind of thin. They don't have a lot of other pieces to put into the puzzle. So they could be playing a role too. Because KCD's sideline is loaded, plenty of options.
It's funny. I reached out to Coach Jones earlier this week, asked him for a 2-deep, and kind of laughed at me. He said, "I wish I had a 2-deep."
Okay.
Newport definitely doesn't have a 2-deep.
Absolutely, yes.
We're down to 7:24 to play here in this third quarter as the KCD fans start to make some noise as they see their team with another long third down opportunity defensively. And Conley rolling to his right again, just like we saw last time. This time, though, he throws across his body, and that is complete. How about that?
Now, was that not a good pass?
That was gorgeous.
I mean, so why are we just not implementing this into the offense? This is what they need to put points on the board. Now these chains are moving. And if they score here, this changes things.
For sure.
17-7 is way better than 17-0.
Absolutely. Well, those last 2 throws have been fantastic.
That was
both of them on the move, and that one thrown across his body.
Great pass, Justin. That was a great pass he threw.
Now, after their 3rd first down of the night, they've got the ball up to the 50-yard line. So, trying to get into KCD territory for the first time tonight.
Oh, no. Not supposed to be.
And as Conley jogs back from the sideline, ready for the snap. And look at this. He's going to throw again, but he is chased out of the backfield and makes the smart decision and fires it over to that Newport sideline. And now a flag comes out.
Yeah, he was still in the.
That's a good point.
Yeah, which is why we said it would be good to get him out of the pocket and see if he can make some plays that way.
That is a huge penalty.
He wasn't outside the tackle box.
Yeah, he went straight back.
Well, that'll be the 4th penalty of the night called against the Wildcats here. going to have to try to figure this out. Oh, false start was the call.
Oh, wow.
And KCD going to decline it. Okay, there we go. Intentional grounding. That one will be accepted.
Yep.
And they'll lose the down, which is huge.
Yes. Wow, they're just hurting themselves.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to take this ball back to where he threw it, which they're going to rule is the 39-yard line, making it a ridiculously long second down.
Wow.
Second down.
See if they get him in motion again to fire another one, and they will. Don't get him in motion, but he's going to throw, and just over the head of his intended target that time. Yet another good-looking throw, but that time just couldn't find his man.
Yeah, and the more confidence he gets, I'm assuming the coaches will feel better letting him pass, because at first he was a little dicey with the throw, but his passes are looking a little more on target.
Yeah.
He seems a little bit more comfortable right now.
Was looking for K Sharp again that time. Got K Sharp and Zay Sharp, senior and sophomore on this team.
Wow. And Jaden Colley's only a junior.
Yeah.
So again, he still can get better.
Mm-hmm. When you think about that, they've got an opportunity going into next season. Coach Wiggins walking into a great situation at the beginning of last season.
Yep.
Now Conley going to throw again as he's chased out of there by Johnson, and throws on the run once more, and it's going to be complete again. How about this second half by Conley?
Yeah, and that's what we talked about, halftime adjustments. I mean, you have to do something. Your offense has to help your defense out. And right now, that's what we're seeing from Newport. This is motivating for your team.
Played halfway through this third quarter, just about halfway through.
And that's a good play, Justin. I mean, that is a very, very good play right there.
Well, did you see who ended up catching it?
No.
Kendall Buck Barber.
Oh, wow.
How's he that far down the field? What an incredible guy he's been tonight.
Open the playbook up, Coach Wiggins. Open the playbook
That's
up.
That's right. As they're going to take their time back in the huddle. And this is by far the furthest downfield they've gotten all night as that rain picks up a little bit again. I'm going to go from shotgun. And he'll turn around and hand it off, and right back to a dominant KCD defense.
Yeah.
If they run the ball, KCD's going to stop them.
Yeah, now you have to continue to give your run game an opportunity, even though you're completing some passes. But again, they're building. They're building. This is the furthest they've been in downfield the whole night.
No doubt. But if you keep sprinkling the run in there, then KCD's going to have to respect that. Changes potentially what they're doing defensively. Going to be a 2nd and 9 upcoming here.
Yeah, and if I'm Coach Wiggins, I'll keep being aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
I would not.
Why not?
I would not let the foot off the gas. I would continue to be aggressive. I would test these DBs from Kentucky Country Day.
It's either keep being aggressive or go home.
That's right.
That's your option.
That's right. It's pretty simple.
As it will be another throw here for Conley. Chased out of there by Johnson again, and fires this one to the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. How about that?
Yeah, and Justin, they moved the ball pretty easily.
Yeah.
Which goes back to what we're saying. If you're KCD, you have to stay focused because a 17-point lead was not a lot. So now you're going to be close to a 10-point lead. They have to stay focused and finish this game off.
That was Kendall Buck Barber on the touchdown reception, and finally Newport gets into the scoring column with 5:17 to play here in this third quarter.
And, something else about Conley I want to mention, don't forget he can run the ball too.
Mm-hmm.
So the KCD's
we haven't seen it a lot, but he can.
But he can. He had some running room right there. He just chose to pass. So great job, Newport.
And it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there and go for 2. Not sure what the advantage of this is, but we'll see how it goes. As it'll be a flip back to Buck Barber, looking to find that edge, and does not. A big-time tackle there by McLean Cantley, and that'll bring it into this drive. 17-6, KCD leading. We'll sneak in a break here, come back on the other side. We'll pick it up with more KHSAA 1A quarterfinal action on Glycod.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here on your Louisville Football Friday, KHSAA 1A quarterfinal action. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back alongside you as Antoine, this game gets a little bit more interesting as Newport finally able to find the scoring column.
Yes, it does. And if I'm Newport, now I'm leaning on my top 3 ranked defense. Can they get a stop here? Because they do have the potential to get a stop here. So this is very important territory if you're the Newport defense.
After the great kickoff return, though, it will be, once again, good starting field position for KCD as they started off inside Newport territory at the 49-yard line.
And watch the safety for Newport, K Sharp. He's been kind of quiet tonight.
His jersey, too, is nothing but brown. As a carry to the right-hand side here, that was Rudolph on the carry, able to pick up about a yard.
Yeah, and it looks like Newport's starting to calm down a little bit, you know, kind of get in tune with the style of the game and the pace. So, again, this is a very important possession here.
2nd and 9 upcoming as Long going to take his time, looking over to that sideline, making sure he's got the right play calls. We're under 5 to play here in this 3rd quarter. Long from under center, Wilson in motion. Instead, going to hand it right up the middle, up to the 45, make it the 44-yard line. As that was Parker Rudolph on the carry again. Oh, and we got a spill by the official.
Hey, but I give the official kudos. He jumped right back up.
He jumped right back up.
Showed a little bit of athleticism right there, didn't he? Great job by the ref.
I mean, he bit it. I don't know if I've ever seen a ref wipe out like that.
He got a pass, too.
That was wild.
That was impressive.
3rd and 4 now. As no way Newport does it again. If that's on them, that's going to be a first down, and it is.
Wow.
Can't have that.
Wow. This is the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals.
No.
Man, you can't afford that.
Nope.
You're just giving away first downs against a team that's rolling.
Well, now it'll be a 1st and 10 upcoming for KCD. Under 4 to play here in this 3rd quarter.
That's a bit deflating, but if you're Newport, you got to keep pushing. You know, you have a great defense all season.
Definitely feels like the intensity has picked up on both sides here. As Rudolph up the middle again. And he's going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah, Parker Rudolph, he's another. We haven't called his name much tonight, but if I'm not mistaken, he is a career 2,000-yard rusher.
He is, yep. Mentioned that
wow.
a little bit earlier.
Yeah, so if I'm KCD, I'm using this clock. You know, I'm trying to get out of here. I am trying to get out of here.
As they're going to say he was just a little bit short, so 2nd and 1 upcoming. As a handoff right up the middle, and they're going to pick it up that time with relative ease. It's Rudolph again. Or no. Yeah.
Yep. Look like I see a flag, too. It's a lot.
Is that a flag or a shoe?
Is that a flag? No,
That's
I think it's a flag. Yeah.
Thought it may have been a shoe.
You had me there for a minute. Had to look 2 or 3 times, make sure.
So we'll address this. By the way, was 5 penalties called against KCD in that first half.
Wow.
They have yet to be penalized.
Okay. I'm assuming Coach Jones addressed that at halftime.
Meanwhile, that is, I believe, the 5th one on Newport here in just the 2nd half.
And their penalties have been killers, too. I mean, just
time.
Yes,
Sure.
just, oh, my goodness. It's the worst case scenario type penalties if you're Newport.
Is that last one a face mask? Is that what they called there?
I don't know.
I believe so.
Yeah, it had to be.
They're going to take this ball all the way down to the, looks like 13-yard line. Maybe the 12. As Long shares the play call. He's got Rudolph in the backfield, looks like behind him. Man in motion, he will hand it to Rudolph, who goes right up the middle, beyond the 10, now up to around the 5-yard line.
I mean, if you coach Wiggins, what do you say about those penalties? I mean, you're doing everything right.
Yep.
You're getting back into the game, and then you just, I mean, can I say shoot yourself in the foot?
Yeah, why not?
Is that pretty much what that was? Wow.
That'll bring up 2nd and short here. 2nd and 4 from the 6 is where they mark it down. As Long trying to get everybody in the right spot here. Now he drops under center. Like Rudolph still in the backfield as he'll get the carry and unable to get in. Oh, no, they call a fumble? Wow.
Oh.
I did not see that as he did fumble it, and Newport's going to take over. How about that swing of events?
Yeah, I thought I saw a little mishap with the handoff, but I thought he was able to, still have it. So, but again, when you're a top-ranked defense, those are the type plays you have to make.
Yeah.
So this Newport showing that we are still here.
Well, they needed a takeaway in the worst way, as now they take back over, trailing by just 10.
But now they've got to be careful, and you don't want to give up a safety here either.
Yeah.
So, again, the play call you make here is very, very important.
Watch Johnson getting into the backfield here.
Yes.
Bowen Johnson, this is his time to shine.
Absolutely. Oh, trust me, he knows too. He knows.
As Conley back out there, they'll go from shotgun once again. Has had success from this formation so far in this third quarter, as a run right up the middle, and that is one thing they have not had success with tonight.
Yeah, KCD was well prepared for the run game tonight. It's obvious they watched a lot of film, and they was ready for everything that Newport threw at them, rushing-wise.
We've got under 2 to play here in this third quarter, as an injured KCD player limping off the field.
On the play. 2nd down.
Looks like Drake Jones, the senior defensive lineman.
Curious to see what Newport's going to run here. This is a huge call.
2nd and 10, I imagine you got to sling it. Instead, they're going to run it, try to go to the right-hand side, and not much room to navigate again.
Yeah, it just appears that the offensive playbook for Newport there's not a lot of plays in it, if that makes sense. When you watch KCD, they have a lot of pieces offensively. Seems like Newport is pretty much do what they do.
Yeah. Well, and you would think we get to this portion of the season, you can open it up a little bit more, but yeah, it's been very vanilla tonight, no doubt.
Yeah.
Except for when they've thrown the ball, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Maybe do a little more of that. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not a football coach.
It's been working this half.
3 receivers off to the left. Under 40 seconds to play as the noisemakers come out here at KCD. As that pass is going to be complete, but he is not going to have nearly enough room to get anything going there as KCD comes back with a big-time tackle.
Great job out of Kentucky Country Day defense. Again, they've been playing solid football all night. Another big stop by the KCD defense.
That's going to bring up another punting situation.
And now you've got to watch Tyler Wilson. You cannot let him get loose from this 40-yard line.
Unfortunately, Wilson's going to have to wait until the fourth quarter, as there is the end of the third. KCD 17, Newport 6. We've got a fun fourth quarter coming up for you. Stay right there. Your KHSAA 1A quarterfinal rolls on here on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
And back here, Kentucky Country Day, as the start of the fourth quarter is going to see Tyler Wilson catch this one cleanly, spinning away from a defender. Now he's got a couple to beat, and it is going to be a great punt return here for Tyler Wilson, and KCD is set back up in position. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here alongside you. And before we get a little bit even more excited, let me tell you about Glycod. If you're interested in a corporate partnership with Glycod on our high school athletics platform or have a programming idea, drop us a note at info@glycod.com. All right, Antoine, 11:45 left here in this ball game. KCD 17, Newport 6, but a big-time opportunity here for the Bearcats.
And I knew Tyler Wilson was going to make a play eventually in special teams.
Yeah, you called it. As run up the middle is going to be called dead on the play, as it is a false start on KCD, the first time here in this second half that they've been penalized.
Yeah, and again, if you're KCD, you've got to finish this game off. You have to finish this game off. You're one or two plays from this has been a totally different outcome. So this game is not over. Stay disciplined. You've been doing great all year. You only have one loss. Keep it pushing.
It's felt like it's gotten a little sketchy here.
Oh, yes. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting.
As Long under center, going to turn around, flips it back to Wilson, who's looking for some room and able to get back to about the 12-yard line here.
And again, with Newport being a solid defense, this is an opportunity where you may want to try to strip the ball. You got to find a way to get the ball out of KCD's hands.
Yeah. As they're going to try to chew up some clock. We know that. They're it's the point of the game where you start to get a little strategic.
Yep. And having a good field goal kicker is also KCD's advantage here.
By the way, their field goal kicker, if you're just joining us, missed his first of the season back in quarter number 3. Started the year off 9 for 9. As Long, a handoff right up the middle. That looks like Rudolph.
Carry by number 5, Parker Rudolph.
And he gets inside the 10-yard line.
Brought down by number 13, Elijah Brandt.
Yeah, he's a solid back there. I really like Rudolph Parker.
Yeah.
He's a senior having a great season this season.
Gain of 3 on the play, 3rd down.
He's not the biggest back, but he runs much bigger than what he looks like.
For sure. That'll bring up 3rd and 8 from the 9, so they can pick up a first down without scoring. But if you're asking Coach Jones, he wants the score. Long under center. Hands this one off Wilson. He's got a head of steam and gets in.
Yep. Again, Tyler Wilson, he's had a little problem on his punt returns, but he's turned his game around. It turned out to have a great game.
And that was a great run there as he, again, saw the hole, hit it perfectly. He did have the touchdown carry earlier that was called back, so good to see him get his redemption there.
And how about the O-line of KCD? There were holes everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, you're giving your running back an opportunity to make a play when your O-line is blocking that well. Great job by the O-line of KCD.
You know, that's the thing we haven't given enough love to tonight, the line play,
yes.
for sure.
We got to give a shout-out to our linemen, man. You can't do it without them.
As Popa comes out to try to knock this one through to make it a 24-6 ball game. The snap back a little high, and it is going to be jumped on, so no extra point as it remains 23-6. We'll sneak in a break here. Stick with us. More KHSAA 1A quarterfinal action coming up here for you on Glycod.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here, Kentucky Country Day, KHSAA 1A quarterfinals, and Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here alongside you. And good catch, Antoine. It was actually Mizuguchi out there since it was an extra point. But either way, the snap not a great one. They didn't have an opportunity.
Absolutely. That's a great job pronouncing his name, too.
That's
Great
a fun
job.
one. I
Love that's a
the fun name.
Great job pronouncing his name, Justin.
23-6 is our scoreline here. Kentucky Country Day with the lead and trying to punch their ticket to their third straight semifinal.
I think it's pretty safe to say that Newport needs points now.
This drive.
This drive. They need points.
Yeah.
Anything you can get.
As Popa goes back for the kickoff. I don't know why we're wasting our time at this juncture. Just take the football, put it on the 20-yard line.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. One of the few times this season he hasn't put it into the end zone, as Newport with an opportunity for a return here, and a pretty dang good one at that.
Yes, and that's what they need. I mean, you need something positive to happen to give you, the feel that you can get back into this game.
Yeah. Anything positive at this point.
And, I don't think the Newport defense has played terrible.
No.
They just.
No, they haven't.
I don't think terrible is the word. They just need some help from the offense.
I mean, KCD came into this game scoring almost 42 points a game. They've got 23 up there.
Absolutely.
If you tell Coach over there on the Newport sideline that you're going to have 23 for KCD on the scoreboard, I'd venture to say he'd think they're winning.
Absolutely. And Newport, they average the upper 20s? Was that what they average per game? Yeah.
23 and a half.
23 and a half. Okay, so they're under there.
Now under center. No, from shotgun, excuse me. As Conley going to take off with it in. One of the few times tonight we've seen him utilize his legs.
And we talked about how he can run the ball as well. So I'm just, again, it just makes you wonder, if we open the playbook a little earlier.
Yeah. And that will get us to a timeout taken by KCD with 9:54 to play in this ball game. We'll sneak away for one as well. Stick with us. We've got more KHSAA football action on your Louisville Football Fridays coming up on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Want to thank you and shout out Pinnacle Financial Partners for their support of KCD Athletics and Glycod. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here alongside you as we've got a 23-6 ball game with 9:54 to play. A trip to the semifinals in Class 1A on the line, and it looks like, at least at this juncture, Antoine, that it's going to be KCD, but you never know. Football's a crazy game.
Yeah, football is a crazy game, but they're also, the eye test. And the eye test telling me that KCD's just confident right now. They're going to have to lose this game to lose. That's what I think.
Newport penalized that time, so they're going to have to back up 5 yards. 6 penalties in this second half for the Wildcats after just 1 at half. Is now firing this one down the field. That is a beautifully thrown ball, and that is going to be picked off for the first Newport turnover of the night.
Looked like it's Pierce Baum on the interception.
And then a flag after the play flying out from the far side of the field. Not sure what this could be in regards to. I didn't see anything nefarious down there.
But that was just a bad pass. I mean, you threw it, there's 2 or 3 defenders on you. Your receiver had no opportunity.
I mean, if it had a little more air under it, it would have been perfect. But, yeah, with the 2 defenders there, you're right.
Or if you're throwing to a 6'5" receiver or something like that.
Right.
Those
are hard to come by at the 1A level.
Absolutely.
Looks like the flag is going to go against KCD.
Oh, wow.
It's an unsportsmanlike conduct. And back him up 15 yards.
See, I don't understand the reason for being unsportsmanlike. I mean, your team's winning. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know your emotions get a hold of you sometimes, but you're hurting your team when you do this.
Can't get in an opponent's face. You should know that at this point. As they're going to take it back to the 15-yard line. And now with 9:45 to play, we'll see how much of this clock they could chew up. Trying to get out of here with a win, but more importantly, get out of here healthy as a throw over to the left. And that is going to be complete again to Miller Bates, who caught a touchdown earlier in this game, but they're on the reception again.
Yeah, he's definitely contributed tonight. That's a great pass. Great pass by Caden Long. He's showing a lot of confidence in the pocket. He's playing a decent, solid game as well.
That is the 5th first down of the game for KCD. 9 combined first downs between these two teams. That's insane.
That is.
Now the fresh set here. Surprised they throw on first down there?
No, I mean, Coach Jones is trying to win this game. I mean, he understands it's not over.
As Long. This time he will hand it off. All kinds of room. Up the middle to the outside left. Still on his feet. Parker Rudolph to the 30. Now the 20. Now the 10. How about a 75-yard touchdown run by KCD?
Yeah, it was just a matter of time before Parker Rudolph, before he got loose. And wow, what a run. Breaking tackles, running through defenders. And he also caught a good block there on the end, too.
He did indeed. And KCD has busted this thing open.
And I think that's a huge score there.
Makes it 29-6.
Yes.
Tell you what, in my mind, when it comes to the game of football, there is no play more exciting than a long running back touchdown run.
I'm the same way. I am a huge fan of the running game. To me, it's old school football when you do that.
Mizuguchi coming out to knock through the extra point. The snap, much better hold this time, good as well, and the kick is up and through, and that'll make it 30-6. KCD came out of that second half slow, but they've really found something here in this fourth quarter.
And if you notice, they're still doing what they do. They're not switching up. We're going to run the ball, implement a few passes like we talked about pregame, so they definitely implemented the passing game a little bit, but, man, they run the ball. That's what they do. That's what we're going to see for the remainder of these playoffs.
Tell you what, I'm not going to throw out any names, but we got a scouting report up here in the press box prior to this game tonight. I'm just going to say it was way off.
Yeah, it was way off. It was way off. It was way off.
Won't call them out by name.
Yeah, but I tell you what, this is still an entertaining game.
No doubt.
Again, Newport's still fighting, which is what you want from your team if you're Coach Wiggins. But KCD's just rolling right now. They're just rolling.
Well, just very little to get confident about if you're Newport, and that's credit to that KCD defense. They've made life really difficult tonight.
Yes, they have. Kudos to the defense. Yes, they definitely showed up.
It's like they heard all week about how dangerous this Newport defense is.
Yep.
They took exception to that. They're here to prove that they're the better defense.
Yep, and that's what it feels like. Yep. That's exactly what it feels like, Justin.
All right, so Bopa coming out to fire up another kickoff. I'm not saying anything about a touchback this time.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
As Popa this time with a big leg into it, and that does go into the end zone. And Newport, once again, feels like every time tonight has to start from the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Man, I got a funny story. I tried to kick the ball one time. Oh, man, I thought all my toes was broke. I still don't know how they do it. I mean, that is a talent to be able to kick that ball. I try to tell people, man, that is a talent. Everybody cannot do that.
Yeah, back when I was in college, I was feeling real confident, thinking I could hit a 5-7 yard field goal. No, you got to get it in the air to be able to get it through the uprights. It's tough.
I think the first couple times I missed the ball, and then when I finally did connect, it just felt like my toes was broke.
Was that just not being coordinated, or was Lucy there?
Man, you know when you're a top-notch athlete, you won't think you can do everything, but that is not true.
All right, we got 8:52 left, KCD 30. And we have got 6 up on the scoreboard for Newport. But first, we're going to get a timeout called here by KCD. And we'll keep it here through this timeout, I believe. Do we have another one we need to take, Kevin? We do have one? All right, let's take it here. We'll come back on the other side. We'll pick up the action here in quarter number 4 for your KHSAA 1A quarterfinals on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Back here at the Mo, Kentucky Country Day. The site of tonight's 1A quarterfinal. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow back here on the call for you. And Antoine, it's been a fun night, especially if you're a KCD fan.
Absolutely. I mean, you couldn't ask any more from your team. And I've noticed it's starting to sprinkle a little bit, so the rain stayed away just long enough.
Majority of the game,
yeah. So, again, if I'm a KCD fan, I'm extremely pleased with my team tonight.
Well, and that fog has lifted as well,
Yes.
which has made our job a little bit easier, so that's nice as well. And here we go, throw play or pass play on the first and 10 here as he's going to catch it and get out of bounds after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, that was,
this Newport offense has changed since they started throwing the ball.
Yeah, they have. And then I just, what took so long? Because when you're in the quarterfinals, every series matters. Yeah. Every play, every snap, everything matters. You can't hold on to plays. You don't want to leave the game not leaving everything on the field.
So now a 2nd and 5 upcoming. As he did get out of bounds, so that's one positive as he stops the clock as Newport tries to get themselves back into this game, but it's going to be tough at this point. Now how about this, getting into the backfield and throwing again as that one's going to fall incomplete. And that was, again, Rocco Huffman, who has gotten into the backfield a number of times tonight.
Yeah, and again, he had an open receiver just a little bit behind him, but I like him better when he ran out of the pocket. I like Conley out of the pocket. He seems to throw a better pass. He seems more comfortable outside the pocket, if that makes sense.
A holding call going against Newport here. We'll back him up 10 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd and 15.
I mean, how many times have we seen a penalty just destroy the momentum of Newport?
They've been all ill-timed, it feels like.
As soon as they get something good, they hurt themselves.
30-6 remains our score. As Conley going to throw again and nearly intercepted, and he's kicking himself for not coming away with that one.
Yeah, that was one that got away from him. He got away from him, but again, great defensive play. You was in the right position. You just have to make the play.
That was Eric Forney, who has yet to have an interception this season.
Oh, that was it.
A big wasted opportunity.
That was it.
There.
Man, I'm just so impressed with this Kentucky Country Day defense. I mean, they have really, really put on the show. Again, you come into the game talking about the Newport defense, and they just changed the whole narrative.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely. Very impressed.
If you're a fan of defensive football, this KCD team should have a place in your heart.
Oh, yes.
As we're down to 8:33 left, 3rd and 15 upcoming now, and now the question becomes, if Newport doesn't convert this, do they go for it? Or are we at that point of the game?
I don't think you should go for this.
Not at this spot.
Yeah. I mean, you're just giving away points and. The rain's picking up again. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Coach Wiggins in a tough spot right now.
Look at the rain and the lights on the far side of the stadium.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming down pretty good now. As they will indeed punt it away.
Yeah. Great job out of KCD.
Chun Perez has had a busy night punting the football.
Yes, you got to watch for the block here, too.
Tyler Wilson awaits the punt, and I believe that was blocked. As Wilson going to back away from it, and it is going to be downed at the 47-yard line. So they haven't blocked a punt cleanly tonight, but that's 3 of them that they've at least got a handle.
And if I'm not mistaken, KCD has made a play in every facet of the game. Special teams, offense, defense, halftime adjustments. Everything's just going well.
The longer this game goes on, the more I start to believe and convince myself that, hey, maybe this is a 1A state champion team.
Yes. They have all the pieces. And I'm telling you, for Coach Jones' legacy to get a championship, that would solidify him as what I already consider a legend in coaching.
A 128-49 overall record, 25-13 in the playoffs. Pretty impressive numbers there as a run up the left-hand side. That one is going to be Nick Doster on the carry. First time we've called his name tonight.
Yeah. And this is kind of the time you'll start seeing some of the younger players get an opportunity, or even you could have a senior who just doesn't get a lot of playing time. Let me just say to people who don't normally play a lot, this is a good time to get them in. You don't want to. It's kind of early for everybody, but you can start implementing a few pieces.
No doubt. Doster, by the way, a junior, 3 rushing touchdowns this season, almost 300 yards. As they're going to let some clock come off, or some time come off the clock here. As taking their time, as under 10 now on the play clock. Man in motion, carry up the middle. That's going to be Doster again, and he's going to get enough for a first down.
And that's a nice hard run. Nice hard run again. Getting your future ready, getting people some playing time.
Going to put it down at the 35-yard line. 6th time tonight that KCD has crossed the first down marker.
Now leading the game, number 61.
Oh, yeah, he had a great game, too. Chris
Mandy?
Chris Mandy.
Yeah.
6'2", 255-pound senior.
He's a big kid.
Oh, I think we'll see him at the next level.
He's a big kid. Although the one that came in for him might have been as big, if not bigger, as another carry right up the middle here. Able to pick up 5, maybe closer to 6 yards.
Yeah, so if I'm KCD, I want to get out here injury-free.
Yeah.
Stay disciplined. But, let's get out here with the win.
More importantly, if they do hold on, which is looking more and more likely that they will, they are going to host next week, I believe. Either way, no matter who it is, they will host.
Okay.
So another opportunity here at home next week.
Be back at the Mo.
See if we're back here at the Mo.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll be taking a nap. That's the day after Thanksgiving. You kidding me?
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah.
That tryptophan's going to have its grip.
So, actually, my birthday is on the 28th.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you. Truly blessed. I still got another week to make it, though, but,
That's true. That's true.
We ain't there yet, but
you're only 38. I think you got it.
Okay.
Down under 6 minutes to play here in this one. Been a fun night of
yes, it has.
Quarterfinal action.
Yes, it has. As far as the environment, this is exactly what I've been waiting for all week. I knew what we was going to be involved in. The great fans, great facilities. Yep. Just a great night of football.
Imagine if the weather wasn't so crappy. How many people would be here?
Absolutely.
KCD continuing to take their time, but we do have a flag fly out. That's going to be a false start.
Oh, wow. Got to stay disciplined.
Yep.
5-yard penalty.
That's 8 penalties now for them tonight. And we've got a post-game show coming up for you here after this ball game. We'll name a most outstanding player as well. Antoine, I'm going to let you handle that one because there's a lot to choose from.
Yes, it is. A lot of good football being played tonight.
Under 5 to go. Long continuing to take his time. Down to 5 on the play clock. As now he'll hand it off right up the middle. Doster again, and looked like Newport slung him forward for the first down.
Yeah.
They said, all right, we're done here. Give him the first down.
That's right. But, I love the effort. To me, this is if you're KCD, this is the good part of the game. You get to see people who don't normally get to play. They're still trying to win this game. Again, just everything is clicking tonight for KCD.
Well, and my favorite part about when you get to this portion of the game and you get some guys in there that don't normally play is the reactions on the sidelines to the guys that do play. They're almost as excited, if not more excited, than the guys that are actually out there.
Absolutely. Always cheer your team on.
As that clock continuing to trickle down towards 4 minutes remaining. They take the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Wilson's got some room, and he will get in from 21 yards out. That is his second touchdown here so far this evening.
Yep, it looked like he's cramping up a little bit. Is that a touchdown celebration? Okay.
Correction, flag on the play.
Holding is going to be the call.
Is that his second touchdown that's been called back tonight?
It is. Yeah.
That is 2 touchdowns called back on Wilson tonight.
That's tough. That's tough. But something tells me he won't mind. You look at the scoreboard, see that 30-6 score.
He's fine.
He's happier
He's
about
fine.
that.
He's fine. And he's still in the running for player of the game as well.
Surprised he's still in there a little bit, no?
Yeah. I mean, you know, again, a little surprised. Yes, I am a little surprised. But you can't take everybody out yet. You know, you still got to kind of. Yeah, he's a senior. He's letting him finish the senior season off strong.
By the way, 9th time tonight that KCD has been penalized, and now they're going to throw here. And complete as he was looking for Miller Bates, one of his favorite targets tonight.
Absolutely. But, you know, Justin, now that you brought that to my attention, you do have to be careful with that. You don't want to, a freak in, he is one of your better players. And
I wouldn't have him out there. I'm just saying.
And you need him to get to your goals.
As Long gets the play call. 2nd and 16 upcoming. As we've got under 4 to play, and here will be a carry up the middle. And that is going to be Nick Doster again. Doesn't pick up very much, but it is a run play which keeps that clock moving. Which ultimately gets KCD closer to the conclusion of this game.
And Nick Doster's another player you're going to have back. He's only a junior. So, again, man, the future is super, super bright as long as the present for KCD. Coach Jones still coaching. That's all the good coaches do.
That's why I can't be a coach.
Yeah.
We get to this point in the game, I'm done. Somebody else take over.
Yeah. I wasn't the best coach either, Justin.
As now going to keep it himself is Long and able to pick up a good chunk of yardage. And that'll set up a manageable 4th down if they want to go for it.
If they want to go for it, they probably will.
Looks like they're going for it.
Yep. Quick no huddle.
And that is a classic fake out.
Yeah. Eat that clock up. Smart coaching. Smart.
Still about 20 seconds on the play clock, so.
That's right.
Now it's going to be a flip out, and here he is. Wilson, can he get in this time? He's going to land just a little bit short, but he does pick up the 1st down. And now you got to feed him, right? Get him his reward.
We owe him 2 touchdowns, man. We done called two touchdowns back on Wilson. You got to get one back.
He'll settle for one.
Yeah. But all seriously, he's having a great game. He's a senior. He's going out with a bang. You couldn't ask for anything more.
As it will be a 1st and goal here. Looks like the ball sits right on the 3-yard line. Just over 2 minutes left.
You know, I'm still wondering, was he cramping or was he faking us out?
I think he pulled the hezzy on you.
Okay.
I think that's what happened. As 10 now on the play clock. And he will get the carry, spins around and gets, it is not him. It is actually Nick Doster on the touchdown carry, but either way, KCD extends their lead.
Good job.
Yeah.
And again, we haven't talked enough about this O-line tonight. I just feel like without them, none of this would have been possible tonight. A lot of holes was open, a lot of great run plays. Just a great, solid effort by the offensive side of the ball, KCD.
Well, that'll make it 36-6. Hard to believe it was 17-6 coming into this quarter, but it has been a dominant display by KCD here in this 4th. Kick is up and through by Mizuguchi, and that'll make it 37-6. And finally, it may have taken a little bit, but KCD finally has that separation they've been looking for, and now they can start to celebrate.
Now you're going to start hearing just clapping, the pom-poms. It's that time. I smell the semifinals for KCD. And again, they stay in the semifinals here lately. Coach Jones is doing an excellent job. I mean, again, without coaching, that's not possible.
Right.
It's not that easy. They're making it look easy.
Well, don't forget the cowbells as well.
We've got
fair share of cowbells around here tonight.
And don't forget about the light show. I'm assuming there's going to be a light show after they get this win,
one of my favorite features of this stadium.
It's
phenomenal.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
A lot of area schools, both here in Louisville and around the state of Kentucky, but also I'm a Hoosier on my side of the river in Indiana.
Yep.
A lot of high schools have made a concerted effort to make it more of a fun game day atmosphere with these light shows and the quality of the field and just a number of different things they're working on. I'd love to see the growth of high school football.
And, high school football is part of every community. Every community has their high school. Every community.
Well, and as somebody like you that was involved in it in the early 90s, I mean, the change for you and what you've witnessed is probably incredible as well.
Yes, absolutely. The athletes, they are a tad bit different, but the sport is just amazing. I'm not sure about that.
I was just seeing. I was seeing if you're willing to cave on that or not.
I think the biggest difference, we were raw talent.
Yeah.
Our talent came from the neighborhood, the parks.
Yep.
Now, parents are paying for skills and all that kind of stuff. I don't even think I played AAU till I was in high school.
Okay.
My son started elementary school, so it's just the athletes are different. I'm not going to say better or worse. Just a different type of athletes.
Just different types.
Yes.
All right, 1:52 to play as Popa puts another one into the end zone. Wash, rinse, repeat there.
The KCD football program extends its heartfelt thanks
as now they start to celebrate a little bit over on this KCD sideline. Got some guys dapping each other up as they've realized that they're going to punch their ticket to the semifinals again for the third straight year. Impressive what Coach Jones has done.
Yes, it is.
And now a run to the right-hand side. A little bit of room there, but couldn't quite find enough room as that was Kendall Buck Barber on the carry. And 7 yards on that carry, but he's really had a quiet night.
Yes.
And you got to shout out the KCD defense because of that.
Yes, they did a great job of taking away Newport's best player. I mean, they pretty much took him out of the game, pretty much.
Well, now Newport, they're not going to change anything they've been doing. They're going to continue to attack things here, not worried about taking timeouts or anything like that, despite having 3 of them up on the scoreboard. Set for the snap here as Conley flips it in front of him, and that's going to be a first down. And the clock will stop as he gets out of bounds right around the 50.
Yeah, it was a great run. Again, that's a sign of your team still buying in. You got players still out there giving effort, still trying to put points on the board. So again, but Newport's getting close to kind of wanting to get out of here too. It's going to come to an end soon. 56 seconds.
5th first down of the evening for Newport, so really gives you an indication of how much they have struggled to move the football on this tough KCD defense.
Yeah, the defense was real stingy tonight, Justin, real stingy.
We're under a minute until we start handing out some trophies here at KCD. Had to build a new trophy case. Has another good run right up the middle for a first down.
And Buck Barber, probably the end of the game, his rushing yards will probably look decent, but I don't think it's going to show how tough this game was for him tonight.
Right.
He still may get close to 100. I'm not sure, but he had a tough night tonight.
He's had to scrap and claw,
yes,
no doubt.
Yes, and that's a credit to the KCD defense.
So we've got under 40 seconds to play.
Also on the tackle, number 25, Colin Nash.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left as they spread them out here. Looking for potentially one final score. Instead, he's going to keep it himself and run with it and gets out of bounds after, I believe, getting the first down.
Yep, they're going to try to put some more points on this board before they get out of here.
At least rack up some first downs. I think they've gotten 3 of them on this drive alone.
Yeah, but again, just a great night of football, man. I mean, we knew it was going to be a great night. I thought the score would be a little closer, but I'm not surprised to see KCD pull this win out. I'm just not surprised.
Well, especially when you played the same game last year in the same round, and it was 14-12.
Yep.
Shows how much that this KCD team has improved with the implementation of this new offense for Coach Jones. As now Conley rolling to the right, fires this one towards the end zone, and heck of a defensive effort back there.
Now, I do feel like the coaches for Newport have probably learned something here, too. They probably could have given the quarterback a few more chances tonight to make a play.
What is Conley? He is a
junior.
Yep. So you got to take that into next year, right?
Absolutely.
Knowing that that's a strength of his.
Yep. And he is a much better quarterback outside the pocket, as we said earlier.
Down to 14 seconds left. All over but the final buzzer here in this one. Conley in shotgun. Now rolling to the right, gonna fire it across his body and caught. And trying to get to the end zone. KCD didn't want to allow it, but Newport wanted to score it, and now I believe, well, clock hit triple zeros. I thought Newport may have called a timeout, and maybe they have. A little confused here. No, now they just let him go and start the celebration. And for the third season in a row, the Kentucky Country Day Bearcats are heading to the semifinals. Congratulations to them as they get it done by a final score of 37-6. We'll break it all down on the other side for you here in our postgame. Don't go anywhere. We've got it coming up for you on the other side. 1A quarterfinal action has just wrapped up here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Looking to ease the stress of running a business? Then count on the accountants at Kelly King & Company. They offer a wide array of services, including taxes, payroll, and bookkeeping, while providing deep analysis and strategic guidance to help you make sound, smart business decisions. Contact Troy in Crestwood at 502-241-5656 or visit them online at kingcpa.net. Kelly King & Company, proudly serving and supporting Oldham County for generations and a dedicated partner to small business. When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Blind Select, not just blind. Blind Select, not just blind.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
And the celebration is on for KCD as they have received their trophy. Newport receiving theirs as well, but it is the Bearcats 37-6 over Newport here in this 1A quarterfinal. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wordlow back here with you as we've got to break this all down. I guess, Antoine, let me start with this. What is your initial reaction as the final buzzer goes off here from KCD?
Well, my initial reaction, I'll start off with the winning team. They were able to put a complete game together. Yeah, there was a mistake or two here and there, but for the most part, Coach Jones and his staff has to be happy with his team.
Yeah.
They did it in all facets. Special teams, defense really stepped up.
Yeah.
Offense played solid. Everybody contributed. So, again, my reaction is a solid football game, and this is a team that can win the 1A championship.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed getting to see a close-up view of this Kentucky Country Day team. Best of luck to them moving forward in the state tournament. We'll see what comes of it, but we've got to bring you your scoring plays for tonight, and that started way back in the first quarter with 7:41 on the clock. A interception for a touchdown by Haney Sequeira got the scoring started. That made it 7-0. KCD would then find the end zone again in that first quarter off of a 33-yard passing touchdown from Caden Long into the hands of Miller Bates. That was with 4:50 left in quarter number one. That was our score after the first quarter. They would then come back, got a field goal in the second quarter, a 22-yard field goal by Popa with 4:52 to play. 17-0 was our halftime score. A 9-yard rushing touchdown by Tyler Wilson, who was really, really good tonight with 10:10 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. However, they could not successfully get the extra point up. So that kept it at 17, or make it 23-6, excuse me. And then that is when, because Newport scored first to make it 17-6. Their touchdown came via an 18-yard passing touchdown from Jaden Conley into the arms of Kendall Buck Barber. That was with 5:17 to play in the third. Then you got the 9-yard rushing touchdown by Wilson. And then the final two touchdowns for KCD here tonight was a 75-yard rushing touchdown by Parker Rudolph and a 3-yard rushing touchdown by Nick Doster to give us a final score of 37-6. So fun night of football as we've got more to break down for you. But first, let me remind you that tonight's scoreboard is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the the man in the big white hat sent you. Good grief, it is nearly my bedtime, but there's a look at some of your scores and appreciate Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. As we're doing another break here, we'll take it now, come back on the other side, and we will get you your scoring summary as well as some final statistics. Stay right there. We've got more coverage coming up of Louisville Football Friday on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Seminin Realtors, always one step ahead.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, always one step ahead. And Lines Direct, your window decoration specialists.
Justin Kalen and Antoine Wardlow back here alongside you on Glycod as we've wrapped up the game portion of our coverage of this 1A quarterfinal. Number 4, Kentucky Country Day gets it done by a final score of 37-6 as we've got to bring you some final statistics. Tonight's final numbers brought to you by German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. First for your scoring summary, kind of did that in the last segment, but 14-0 KCD after 1. They increased that up to 17-0 at half. 17-6 was our score after 3 before ultimately getting to 37-6 for a final score. Newport, 7 first downs tonight. KCD had 8, each team with 1 turnover, and Newport with 8 penalties, 6 of those coming in the second half of play. KCD finishes with 9 penalties, 4 of those coming in the second half of play. As that's a look at your final numbers. We've got one more break coming up here. We'll come back and we will get you your most outstanding player. So stay with us for that. That's coming up next for you here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Lycon.
Back here at Kentucky Country Day, one final time this evening. Justin Kalen, Antoine Wardlow alongside you as we have got to name your most outstanding players from this 37-6 win for Kentucky Country Day. Tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Antoine, let's start with the losing Newport Wildcats. Most outstanding player for them here tonight.
Absolutely. And I know Coach Wiggins and his team's a little disappointed. They made the trip. You know, things didn't go as well. You have some players that are capable of having better games. Didn't really have great games today. But I'm going to go with Kendall Buck Barber.
Yeah.
I know he's probably a little disappointed with this loss. He's a senior. He's had a great season, great career, excuse me. But, again, as far as production, to me, he was the most productive for Newport. So I'll have to go with Kendall Buck Barber for Newport.
Yeah, well-deserved. He ran the ball hard tonight. He was asked to do a lot, and more times than not, he did pretty well in those requests. But now how about for Kentucky Country Day? A little bit more difficult on their side of things. They had a number of people that stepped up and played really well here in this game tonight. What's your thoughts on them?
Yes, you said it perfect, Justin. I have to give a couple shout-outs before I make this decision. The defense, the total defense, shout-out. Kicker Popa, shout-out. Offense shout-out. But we're going to go with Tyler Wilson. He had a great all-around game. Had a couple touchdowns called back, so he actually had the potential to have better numbers. So, again, this award for KCD could have went numerous directions, but we're going to go with Tyler Wilson because, to me, he played a good game from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Had a couple mishaps on his returns, but he made up for it. So, to me, that shows strength and just shows his talent.
Yeah.
So I like Tyler Wilson tonight for KCD.
Well, and more so than that, it just shows the mental power
Absolutely.
that he's got. I mean, if you're dealing with mistakes like that and then you come back to have the game he did, very impressed with his performance tonight. So congratulations to both of those guys. And this just sets up a meeting next week as KCD will host Campbellsville. That should be a lot of fun, Antoine.
Yes, definitely looking forward to that game. I would definitely be tuned in, and whether I'm here or watching it as a fan, I would definitely be tuned in that game.
Yeah.
This 1A division is super talented. A lot of it's definitely improved over the years. You know, 1A didn't used to be this talented. You didn't used to find these great coaches and all these great players, but now 1A's loaded. So I just think moving forward, this competition for the championship is going to be absolutely astounding.
Yep, I agree with you. All right, before we get out of here, I do want to thank Amy Elliott, the athletic director here at Kentucky Country Day, getting us out here and being able to bring you all this contest. Thanks to Steve Bird as well, the executive producer for Glycod, does a tremendous job getting us all the stats and numbers and rosters and anything we may need as the broadcasters to bring you all these contests. So appreciate Steve Bird. Kevin Maldonado was our on-site producer tonight, keeping us up and running, doing a great job as always. And then Max Gorley, he's probably the MVP of the broadcasting crew tonight because he's had to deal with spit and rain off and on all night, the fog up there, and falling temperatures. So huge shout out to Max Gorley up top the press box here tonight at KCD. All right, Coach, or Antoine, any final thoughts before we get out of here?
I just want to say, thank KCD for having us. They put on a great performance for us and the fans. For those watching at home, I hope we was able to put on a good show and you was able to get the feeling that we had, the emotions that we had being in person at the game. Newport, they will be back. They have a great coach. They have talent coming back. But I think right now KCD has a mission and they're still on that mission. So congratulations to Kentucky Country Day.
Yeah, you bought me. I'm bought in because of you and the way you talked about this team. So let's go Bearcats moving forward, I guess. But,
and Justin, a Bearcat is a real animal.
It is a real animal.
I found that out today.
It is a real animal.
Yes.
All right, that's going to wrap us up here from KCD. Your final score one more time. KCD 37, Newport 6 will be the final score. So appreciate y'all watching, listening, whatever, however you took the game in. We appreciate you, and make sure to keep it locked on Glycod as we'll have more great playoff coverage coming for you next week. Alongside Antoine, this is Justin Kalen saying so long and good night. You've been watching KHSAA 1A quarterfinal action here this evening on Glycod.
Good night.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, your premier metal recycling solution. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Interstate Batteries and Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.